You think I'm lying shit? Went and did all that. Bitch, please. All right, everybody. Rock and roller controller. What are the news we can check out? As is a distant view.
Biggest names in our 15-year history of world.
You know, I hope people can appreciate Peanut as a player because you know, Peanut as a player didn't win the World Championship, and I really hate when narratives are spun by what happens at the World Championship. It's the most significant tournament. I get that in terms of how Riot has set things up, but it is such a small percentage of the year, and Peanut has done something that nobody else has done and probably won't ever do, where Peanut won the LCK 7 times, but 5 out of those times were on different teams. King's Own Dragon X, Rocks Tigers, SKT, Gen G, Our Life. Like, nobody else is capable of saying that I raised, you know, the floor of all of these rosters. And there was a period in time when I thought Peanut, when he went over to China, because I was watching his pro view in LGD, that he just phoned it in. For him to come back to Korea and to then be a top contender and to reinvent himself after being the mechanical jungler. Like, basically, he was the Lee Sin god back in, you know, 2015, 16 on his come up. Like, he was the best mechanical jungler, who then reinvented himself to become the opposite of that, the pathing, the brain jungler that would just set up his teammates for success. He kind of like, he went through a career in a very, let's say, traditional sense, you know, the same way, you know, the Greeks said, you know, in your youth, you work and you study, and then you go become a soldier, and then you come back and you become a politician, and then you become a philosopher. And like, he went through segments of life through that. Obviously, Peanut also has an MSI actually, does he have an MSI to his name? Yeah, he has an MSI to his name, of course, with SKT. I was thinking about Gen G because Canyon won both with Gen G. Peanut has an MSI to his name, 2017. I hope that the community still celebrates Peanut as one of the greatest players, greatest junglers of all time, because I think sometimes the community is too focused on only Worlds winning, because even in the context of Faker, I think you just discredit Faker too, because I think one of the most impressive feats is not only the World Championship, but also the fact that, you know, the LCK as a tournament, I think that you can argue that it's more difficult to win in terms of what the competition is. Because, and before you get crazy, say Yamato, blah, 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 the World Championship tests you on very different grounds. It's not necessarily the best team that always wins. Often it happens, but there's often cases where it isn't the case, because you are fighting against, of course, so many different outside factors. Limited games, draws, you know, logistics. These are all things that impact performance. So you don't get teams come into a tournament and perform at their 100%. And there's a skill set in managing all of those difficult aspects. There's definitely a skill set. That's why, like, Faker is so damn good at it, better than everybody else, and he should deserve praise for that. But in terms of, like, highest level of gameplay, it's rare that, you know, in the finals we have the best 2 teams in the finals. What happened last year is a rarity. Like, Billy and T1 going to 5 games, and us having one of the most like explosive finals ever. That is a rarity, guys. That is like a straight up, you know, something that is uncommon. Usually finals are very one-sided and crazy, you know. DRX one is also like a freaky one, you know, because at the end of the day, like DRX, they won through the power of friendship, but I do think that if T1 ran back that best of 5 a couple of times, I think they win the majority of the time. And that's the nature of the tournament. But all this to say that I hope that people really, really appreciate Peanut's career. Let's see what his finals words were.
It is Peanut going over to military service. And of course, we had to talk to him in the Verizon post-game interview, special edition with Peanut.
Peanut, thank you so much for joining me today. You have played at the highest level for a decade. You know situations like this, and yet you walked into today's elimination series knowing that it could be the last one. Can you talk me through your mindset and mental preparation in today's series?
네, 피넛 선수 정말 10년이라는 시간 동안 최정상에서 계속 활동해 오셨습니다. 그리고 이런 경기를 많이 치러 보셨겠지만 오늘 한 번 더 이제 지면 집으로 돌아가야 된다. 그리고 정말 마지막에 될 수 있다라는 사실을 안 채로 준비하시면서 멘탈적으로 또 마음가짐 어떤 식으로 준비하셨나요?
되게 오히려 부담감은 좀 없었고요. 그래도 단순히 어떤 생각이었냐면 그냥 오늘이 매일매일 경기 혼자 와서 할 때 오늘이 그냥 마지막이 아니었으면 좋겠다. 그냥 이런 생각만 가지고 대회했었고 뭐 부담감이나 그런 거는 전혀 있지 않고 경기를 할 수 있다는 거에 그냥 되게 고마웠던 것 같아요. 네.
Honestly, I didn't really feel much pressure, and I had the same kind of mindset heading into the game as usual from the past Worlds and this year's Worlds, which was, I just wish this is not the last one for me. And I also thought that I was not feeling under a lot of pressure, and I was really grateful that I was able to perform.
And you have been playing for a decade. You have 7 domestic titles. 5 of them are with a different team. You're the second most decorated player in the LCK with 2 international titles as well. Anything looking back that you see as a specific memorable moment in your career?
네, 피넛 선수는 7번의 LCK 우승과 그중에 5번은 또 다른 팀과 함께 했었고요. 또 2번의 국제대회 우승 타이틀이 있으시고 정말 LCK에서 두 번째로 타이틀이
I got a word from Mowgli too. Like I messaged him and told him that I'm sorry for his loss, right? Because he's it's his old friend of mine, and I think that HLE were realistic about their chances against Genji. You know, Genji has been smacking them around for the majority of the year, 80-90% of it. Besides, going to 5 games and they got reverse swept, They took them to 5 games and beat them, right, of course, in winter. But I think that HLE came into this, with their best hopes, but also with a sense of realism,
가장 많은 선수인데 가장 기억에 남는 가장 최고의 순간 떠오르는 게 있다면?
너무 많고 너무 매순간 뭐 우승 아니면 뭐 타이틀 거머쥐었을 때 다 좋았는데 오늘은 그냥 딱 마지막 끝나고 퇴장할 때 관객 팬분들이 다 제 이름 불러줬을 때가 지금은 제일 기억에 많이 남는 것 같아요.
There are so many, every moment that I was able to lift up the trophy. But for now, I would like to say, when I was exiting the stage today, everyone was chanting my name.
And of course, they would be chanting your name. You're one of the most memorable junglers in the league history. You're such a unique person and player in league history itself. How do you want people to remember you?
네, 앞으로도 많은 분들이 피넛 선수의 이름을 계속 외칠 것 같은데요. 롤 역사에 있어서 정말 크게 이름을 남긴
Peanut's such a crazy name.
불가능한 또 정글러로서 활동하셨습니다. 사람들이 피넛 선수를 어떻게 좀 기억할 것 같은지 어떻게 기억해주면 좋겠는지 궁금하네요.
굉장히 잘했던 정글러 중에 한 명이라고 기억됐으면 좋겠고요. 그리고 꾸준히 그래도 좋은 퍼포먼스 보여줬다라고 기억됐으면 좋겠습니다.
I hope they think of me as one of the good junglers and also someone who had a very consistent and great performance throughout the career.
If you were to look back at the young player you were 10 years ago when you joined Najin, what kind of message would you send to that young player who was about to step into the biggest journey of his life?
네, 그러면 이제 나진의 가장 정말 어린 피넛 선수에게 하나의 메시지를 남겨줄 수 있다면 무슨 말씀 하시고 싶으신지 정말 앞으로 수많은 큰 무대를 밟게 될 여정을 좀 앞에 두고 있었을 텐데요.
정말 고생 많이 할 각오를 하고 각오한다고 이게 또 되는 건 아니겠지만 그냥 계속 열심히 하고 전진해 나갔으면 좋겠다라고 말하고 싶어요.
You know, there's a long journey ahead of you, so please be ready. I don't know, being ready can solve every problems, but you know, there's a long way ahead of you, and yeah, keep working hard, keep pushing forward, and you'll be able to reach wherever you want.
Peanut, I want to give you the closing thoughts on this interview for all the fans who cried with you, celebrated with you, cheered for you for all this decade. This is for you.
Oh, you understood? Goat.
너무 감사드리고요. 응원해주시고 이렇게 같이 슬퍼도 해주신 지금까지 팬분들한테 너무 감사드리고 저는 이제 끝나지만 어쨌든 계속 많은 선수들이 계속 대회를 이어나갈 거고 대회가 있을 테니까 대회를 재밌게 봐주셨으면 좋겠고요. 네, 다시 한번 진심으로 감사드린다고 마지막으로 전하고 싶네요.
Thank you so much. I am very grateful for your support and for you crying for me. But you know, my story ends here. But there's still more players competing and performing in the tournament. So please keep watching the upcoming matches and tournaments.
Bro, he just knows the PR game too, bro.
Very thankful and grateful for
he knows the PR game too, bro.
A lot of inspirational words. Thank you so much on behalf of the whole league community. 그동안 모든 것에 감사합니다.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great interview. Great interview. You know, if anything, the interview of the influencer, I don't want to pile on this person, but if anything, it highlights the great interviewers as well, like Lol and Jason, obviously, like the empathy that you express and understanding, like the energy socially, who like depending on what energy the other person gives off, and to match that and to understand, you know, and to understand, it's like basically, it's like the interviewee, the person who gets interviewed, is basically often like a blind person walking down a certain path, and instead of directing this blind person into a specific way, you kind of just make sure that they walk safely through that path. I feel like that's the role of the interviewer, you know. So based, yeah, Peanut, one of the GOAT junglers for sure, 100%. Top 3 minimum. Yeah, what a career. Let's pull up the stream. Oh, damn, what a collage.
Down 5 damage auto attacks, doing what he can to keep mid lane alive because top and Hib has been killed, and they even got the pick off on Bang.
Rox doesn't actually have to stop pushing right now. They can delay the recalls. The Ash arrows. Look at the arrow. Get teleport.
Damn. Pray. The best part about this clip. The best part about this clip. I'm gonna try to find something for you guys because I think it's the funniest thing ever. Let me show you guys something.
Not a fan.
It looked good in the music video.
What the fuck just happened? What did I click?
Always emotional damage.
At a tournament where the last Rox Tiger is retiring,
that's what I was
IG versus.
I was like, it has to be the Ash arrow, and just that team was so special.
Yeah. We bid farewell to the last Tiger yesterday, and it's an honor to have this play here. Now we'll see more iconic plays throughout the.
I think here. Here. This is one of the funniest moments ever, I think. Listen to this, all right? So obviously everybody knows about this moment, right? Everybody knows about this moment. This is the shy. Listen to, so basically, like, Ning is dead, and listen to the comms. I think there's subtitles, if I remember correctly.
先走，可以，慢点，砍面没大，我先走，要走，不然大龙没了，哇，可以，
Shy is not saying anything. Ning and Bala are like, retreat, and then like, wow. Bro just came. He just came, bro.
砍面没大，砍面没大，砍面没大，砍面没大，没大，没大，没大。我先走，要走，大龙没了，不是大龙没了。
What?
好，可以，你们可以拿一个。Go go 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 go！ 哎，砍个一，可以，他怎么这么猛？砍个一，
How could he be such a beast? They talk about him in fucking fourth person. They try it, just not in the comms. It's crazy. It's goated. I love it. I love it. Goated. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Actually opened the checkbook because they wanted to recover from the previous disappointment. A very expensive bot lane here. We were favorites. They were favorites rather to win the tournament. And then IG happened, as we know.
Yeah, and I was in the crowd for this, actually sitting with the Korean KT fans. They were so nice, and we were all unified in crying and disappointment. And then I had to go interview Ning, so I had to wipe those tears off my face. This was last year. Laura and I were actually on the desk together, watching them fall to JDG together as Isaac was looming over us laughing.
In person, front row seats.
Yeah. So we've seen a lot of disappointment.
Honestly, though, a lot of the things you are describing, I actually do relate to as a North American fan.
Okay.
I kind of feel a lot of these emotions that you're talking about.
Right?
And it's actually making me more thoroughly,
Wait,
definitively,
We thought
positively
Kobe.
excited.
Get him!
Get down!
Emily, no, please! I'm sorry. I won't say it. Emily, okay. I promise. I won't do it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Emily, no!
All right.
Can you calm down?
Okay.
All right.
Please.
I think we settled it.
There's one team you can get excited about, though. It is CFO on the other side of the rift. They had an amazing year so far.
Should CFO be considered favorites? I think this is straight 50-50, bro.
And they have been smashing it in the LCP as well.
I think the bookies got it a little bit wrong. The bookies got it a little bit wrong, I would say.
To 5 games. And then here at Worlds, they beat T1 in the Swiss stage in the best of 1 again. This team is really gaining.
Yo, Robbie, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And Hagi Kia, thank you very much. Hagi Kia.
And it has been emotional for their regional casters as well. Again, the first time in 10 years a team from this region makes it to quarterfinals. So I want to check out the casters' reaction because, cutting onions.
Oh.
我们等了很久10年了，我们曾经跌落谷底。
Damn.
很多人笑我们是傻子，但我们傻傻的相信，希望会再次的绽放。CFO，
Damn. Based. Who is this? These are the commentators for the PCS, I believe. I believe just the Taiwanese casters.
Choking up the last time that we saw a LCP, PCS, LMS team make it to quarters, as mentioned, was that Flash Wolves team that kind of everyone fell in love with back in 2015.
Thank you, King Tionitis.
The greatest hope for this region, and it's meant so much to see CFO do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have great concern for the fact that Katie didn't play for so long and that their run was extremely fraudulent. That's a prediction, coach. I don't know. I feel like whoever CFO played way more games, and that's why I favor them.
Legacy, right? And I think it really starts with
Bono Osiris, thank you very much for the Prime Game. I appreciate that.
In the LPL, looked pretty shaky. Now is having an amazing year with the CFO team.
Yeah, LCP Doggo is way better than LPL Doggo. It's crazy.
Bro, LPL Doggo's ass, bro.
Wolves at every chance they get. They keep flashing the emotes. I love that. But Doggo, his play has been what has actually garnered them a lot of other international fans that are not LCP fans originally, because he's so aggressive. He plays with no fear ever. He's constantly going in people's faces. He's getting solo kills. He's playing Draven with Hextech, experimental Hextech plate. He's absolutely popping off.
And that's exactly what Shawi, their coach, wanted when he built.
It wasn't Doggo, it was the dog shit teams he was on. Bro, shut up. Like, Doggo played like ass. Like, you know, players can improve. They can play good 1 year and bad next year, you know.
How is everybody
Not-
feeling with all
not fucking
the
binary, you know?
excitement in the air for this super important matchup?
We're actually
Deep.
pretty calm because I always tell the players to just enjoy the moment, and we're just right now just enjoying being in the quarterfinals.
Lovely. The story has been going around that you were casting the team and said, "Call me, I want to help you out." Can you tell me what it was about this group of players that you found so special and that you, in coaching them, have discovered to find so unique?
So when I first joined this team, I wanted.
Bro,
one
Chowie,
of
guys,
the
he
best
coached
teams,
TSM.
because there's no way any region like ours.
Is Chowie from Hong Kong?
Top teams from LCK or LPL.
I feel like
normally or follow their
I feel like people that come from Hong Kong speak very good English.
Aren't afraid to take fights, and also we're gonna
Am I wrong?
do some crazy ban picks. That's how we.
Or maybe it's from Singapore. I feel like if people that I met from Singapore or Hong Kong, they always speak good English.
This year, is this also the reason you think that your team has been able
Chowie.
to get to heights that the region hasn't?
Chowie is
been
from
able to get
Singapore.
to for
All right, he's
several
from
years?
Singapore.
I feel like another thing that make us succeed this year was we really enjoy the whole process, like the training, the games on stage. We enjoy every moment. So for the
What are
players,
the
even if
official
we make
languages
some
of Singapore,
mistake,
actually?
everyone is
Singapore
enjoying the
official
moment, and we learn
languages.
from all the mistakes that we did.
I think we've seen that because you've always come back stronger. You're up
Mandarin
against
Chinese,
Argentina.
Malay, and
You've
Tamil.
gone very,
With
in
lingua
very
franca
close
between
matches versus
Singaporeans
LCK,
being
notably the
English.
first T1 and
Oh, I
the
see.
F5.
Interesting.
What do you think is going to make the difference today, and what as a coach do you really need to see from your guys to win today?
I feel like, first of all, BDD, I'm also a fan of BDD.
Yeah.
I have been watching him for a long time, and he hasn't gotten the success that he should have. So it's kind of crazy for me because I want my team to win, but I also want BDD to do well.
Yeah.
So, but we'll do our best. Hopefully we get through the laning phase and play the map well. Hopefully we'll beat KT.
Okay, thank you and good luck. And
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you mentioned it about BDD because BDD is also Honkyu's favorite player, and we're sending a spotlight to them in our featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Today in the featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz, BDD and Honkyu will face off in a clash of generations. Korea's powerhouse versus the fearless prodigy. For Honkyu, this is more than a game. It's personal. For the young PCS mid laner, BDD is an idol, dreaming of the day he could stand across from him on the world stage. Now, that wish has come true. Honkyu's sharp laning and explosive early game leads CFO through the Swiss stage to reach the knockouts, a milestone no PCS team has achieved in years.
As Whippo able to make his way up, but Doggo finds that last act. Supreme display of talent doesn't work at all. CFO are gonna do it after 10 years, making it to the top 8 here at Worlds 2025.
Across the rift, BDD is the calm core of KT Roaster's rise. His clutch plays and the shocking win over Gen G define KT's run. When KT falters early, it's BDD who steadies them with precision and ice-cold control. Will CFO's unshakable spirit pull off another miracle, or will KT's precision and synergy crush the dream and march confidently towards the semi-finals?
And BDD is such a staple of this KT team. He is a primary reason why they're here. But I do want to point out, these teams kind of have opposite strengths, right, Kobe? Because as Laura and I know, sometimes KT, they like to contest early objectives when they don't necessarily have itemization, or maybe some sums are down, or maybe the team isn't unified or don't have TP advantage. And as you can see, it's reflected in these early game stats. However, late game, that's when you really, really see BDD, the rest of the team, really start to show up in these 5v5 fights. I also want to shout out Cuz, especially in their road to get here in that Gen G series that they did end up winning in the upper bracket. So, but CFO, they have a really strong early game.
Yeah, it has been kind of like mismatched areas of strengths kind of for these two teams. Dogdom even talked about it in his interview after some of these KT games where he was like, yeah, our early game has not been very good, but we're really building towards these mid and late game team fights. And KT has had a strength there, whereas CFO, in the games that they have lost, it has been around their approaches to some of these late game objectives. You know, sometimes it's like one player takes a substantial amount of damage pre-objective, or they don't have the vision to actually approach it correctly. And so it is a little bit scary for CFO if that's a mismatch with KT.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard to anticipate this matchup. Expect the unexpected, I think, is the gist here. I want to know what fans have voted here at MasterCard.
They're traveling for the final? Nah.
They are calling the match for CFO with 52.9% of the vote. They understood the assignment.
Fans understood the assignment. Thank you
Barely.
very much.
Barely.
Yeah, it's a little too close for comfort.
Do we believe in KT? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about KT. I don't know. I just can't take this roster serious. I don't know how you guys feel, but when I see Dogdom, I see Dogdom, and I see Perfect, and I see Peter, I can't take it serious. I can't take it serious.
It is time to kick off
yes,
our
I
second
can't.
2025 World Quarterfinals.
We don't know who they are. I'm freezing.
In the eyes of Longshu's faces, they have beaten the gods, and Longshu Gaming are going to Worlds. Is academic, immaculate, and undefeated as Longshu and a storm that swept through Group B.
My body's on the...
제가 그때 롱주 게이밍에서 T1을 이기고 월드에 진출했을 때는 꿈 같았던 것 같아요.
Alright, bros.
인터넷에서만 보던 선수들을 실제로 봐가지고 되게 신기했던 것 같습니다. BDD 선수와 2017년도에 있을 때는 제가 항상 배우는 입장이었고 도움을 많이 받았습니다. 그때 아마 막내였었거든요. 그래서 형들한테 되게 좀 잘 융화돼야지 이런 느낌이었다면 2017년도 때 커즈는 프로로서의 준비가 하나도 안 됐다고 생각합니다.
BDD 与 CUZ 2017年他们被誉为 LCK 新生代之星，但炸响的春雷却归于平静。转眼数年，8强仍是潜能翻越的关山。当期望已烫下记号，你又将如何破局，另创新章？
进到8强的话，就是非常开心吧。也重返这个赛区，让我们能重新回到比较强大的舞台，就是需要证明自己嘛。
因为这是我第1年打1级联赛，我能够进入到8强，就是非常的开心，非常的期待。
CFO 赛区的新生之望，但青出于蓝，便要胜于蓝。
我觉得这 KT 这支队伍就是端的非常的稳健吧，就是防守做的非常好。我一直都很崇拜你 BDD 选手，但是我相信我们这个队伍可以更进步，然后可能爬得更高一些。
Become a hero, you must kill your hero.
能否吹散旧日阴霾，迎接曙光？
작년보다 올해는 제 실력에 확신을 가지게 되고 게임이 더 잘 풀린다고 느껴졌습니다. 홍큐 선수, 제가 우상이라고 들었는데 제가 어떻게 이 자리에 올라왔는지 보여드리겠습니다.
KT CFO Give your heart.
I like the music, bro.
Your legacy.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm running ads now so we don't get headshot by them in game. Okay, music.
全球的英雄联盟粉丝们，大家好，欢迎来到上海梅赛德斯奔驰文化中心。
Crazy Mercedes-Benz has their own arena in China, bro.
八强赛，今晚我们将共同来揭晓，到底哪支战队能够与金曲会师争夺通往成都的门票。上海，让我们热烈欢呼，迎接今晚的对决 ，KT 对阵 CFO。
来了。 Ooh, medic. Medic. Come on now, medic.
Take on CFO and medic. I'm joined by Dagda and Azael to lead you through what is hopefully 5 games of neck and neck action.
And what an atmosphere it is already. The players just walked not 5 feet behind us coming in. They are looking excited. They are looking confident. And I feel like this series is going to be such a treat because it feels very hard to predict. Both teams
Score and Chowie.
have shown us some impressive stuff so far.
You could tell me any scoreline from this series, and I would believe you.
Chayo.
This could really break either way. And as you say, it's like KT
We got Dagdalena.
through 3-0, looking absolutely fantastic. But on the opposite side, CFO.
This Champion Select music's. It's not my favorite.
And it is fantastic to now
Not my
see them
favorite.
making it to the quarterfinals and seeing if they can keep that legacy alive of the Korean Killers.
And for players like Honkyu, you were 8 the last time your region made it to the quarterfinals. Now inspired, you are 18, you are trying to take them further than they have been since 2012, since TPA were able to claim that world championship. On the other side, you've got KT, who always seem to struggle when it comes to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and they have to get past the region that didn't exist in Season 2. Yeah. The only time their region actually went past the quarterfinals back in that second Worlds ever. So it is going to be pretty incredible. I do think you have a pretty massive task here for CFO, though, when you're looking at strength versus strength. You know, Honkyu and Junja, people that you really want to focus on this CFO lineup, but you're going up against Cousin BDD, the heart and soul of this team over on the other side. And BDD on his day, I truly believe is the best mid laner in the world. This guy has been stellar for so long. I don't think that he has really had the success in his career that you would expect for someone of that caliber. He just hasn't always had the roster surrounding him to really make it happen, but he truly has a great opportunity here to go to World semifinals.
And he has been the life and breath of this team at this tournament. I mean, so many times they haven't actually found their footing in the early stages, and it's BDD Shockwave that pulls them back into the game. It's BDD who had a fantastic performance against teams like Gen G that solidified themselves the steps towards this tournament. And it is going to be the eyes on him to see if he can do it once more here today.
And he's leading all mid laners at CSD at 10 in the tournament. You know, has had a stellar laning phase, has been so stalwart in the later stages of the game. And he's also a player who has a lot of creativity, who can play different pocket picks, which I think really could benefit them here today. I'm so excited to see what the draft is going to be because we haven't seen KT playing for a bit. You know, they undefeated, their only team that hasn't lost a single game here, went straight through, and they were kind of playing in a different style of meta.
All right.
Caitlyn was very high prio for them.
Sion ban blue side for KT, Kiana na na na, and CFO is just gonna ban 3 mid laners. Al is gonna be the last one, 100%. And then I think KT is gonna look for Wukong first pick. So it's basically Ozzy over Wukong right now for KT, and I think that that's a place that KT is very happy in. I think starting blue side is really big for them because they get the Wukong game right off the back, and I think that that's one of the best champions for Cuz. One of the best champions for Cuz, 100%. And then the question now is CFO going to go Aurora route or Talia route? I guess Aurora is already locked in. And then the question is, will BDD commit then to a Victor route, Hui route? What is he going to marinate here in the mid lane position? Rumble also classic for, of course, Perfect. And then I think they're gonna match here for driver just an Ornn, or they can also go Galio. I have to say, I think from the opening here, I think that KT is in a very, very happy spot. I think driver, Ornn, Galio. I think Ornn is probably better with Xin Zhao.
I would honestly love to see an Ornn. I feel like Ornn is a really good matchup in a Rumble. I feel like it suits
AD wise, do you just invite Caitlyn? I really don't like Caitlyn to get the Rumble showing. I think you need to find pairings that give you melee support.
Now is where it's going to get a little bit weird, I think, because I'm curious to see if it is going to be more targeted bans towards the player rather than the meta. You know, how concerned are you about Corki? How concerned are you about things like Draven? Especially because CFO is on the red side, or will KT just go something a bit more standard and say, you know what, you're not going to bring Draven out unless there's really a great opportunity, because Doctim can absolutely play a lot of these utility marksmen very, very well, and I feel like his job should be to neutralize bot lane.
Something we have seen shine for KT as well is that Caitlyn pick. Moving it around the map in the early game, getting strong leads, and then just being able
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Nico out as well. Kaiwing and Dogo, they popped off with that shit. I think you just have to make sure that Peter doesn't get like a very good Rakan angle. And I think it's chill.
Try and keep pressure so that then you can have this Talia operate on side lanes and then use that strength into finding picks at areas that are nice and
okay, they know. They banned the Peter Classics. They banned Peter Classics, and I think Dogo should just pick Corki on 4. Corki, please. Corki. Corki. 9. Zurück bitte. Zurück. Nein. Nimm einfach Corki. Take the Corki, man. That is so not right, Michael. That is so not right, Michael.
I think fits their style, because in my mind, CFO's bot lane kind of has to go ballistic for them to win this.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. Dankeschön. Spasiba. Shukran. Kamsamnida. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, Yokdam, I think he will go Caitlyn. He'll go Caitlyn. Okay, Ezreal. That's fine too. You're tanky. You have Xin Zhao, Ornn. I think you're chilling. I had Corki and Galio on the bullets. Not to be a hindsight Andy, but I could have stopped you from slamming Galio. I'm sorry, bro.
But you can also just leave that
Isn't Ezreal just the worst scaling? Oh! I think KT really dropped the ball here in the 4-5, if I'm going to be honest. Is Kaiwing going to go Rel? Or do you just pick... We just pick Karma, no? Legit... Oh, Nami. Are we picking Nami, by the way? Renati Bugatti? No. Against Talia Ezreal? You, me? Just pick Nami, bro. Pack the Nami fries, bro. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man.
But from this year on, he has actually really leveled up his game on these enchants.
Yeah, it does mean though for CFO operating in team fight.
Isn't Braum good here because of Ornn? I think that's a fake counter, by the way. I think it's fake. Alright. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a fun game, bro. I think it's been a fun game. Do we just go for a little overkill angle here in the opener at 27.5 on the line? Even though we have tank, I just feel like these two teams are just so damn bloody, no?
They absolutely can, but at the same time,
I think, like, even though it should be like Gen 2,
and this is going to give them a lot of power in this 2v2. You know, unless you have
would it just be Gen 2?
I don't think the Nami should
need to just be Gen 2?
Of this matchup, and we've seen how aggressively Doggo likes to play, you know, with this Corki. He's like frontlining on Corki. He's playing in your face. He's daring you to engage on him, where he can then, you know, cleanse.
I just think stylistically both of these teams are so fight heavy, you know.
Are going in, and with the Nami, you know, being able to buff you up, that is going to be even more powerful. So excited to see what kind of an advantage they can actually build here.
Have our eyes down towards that bottom side. Doggo, the real breakout star of the tournament. He's been impressive from time to time in the past, especially MSI when he subbed in for RNG. I think a lot of people started to realize who he was as a player, but at this tournament, so far, one of the best AD carries we've seen.
And it's not the first time we've talked about him like this. Right the way back when he was on Beyond Gaming, it was Doggo that made a name for himself at these international tournaments, so much so he got picked up by Billy Gaming, ended up moving across then towards Ultimate Prime, and it was just across the board. Doggo was fantastic. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find that success in the LPL. But hang on a second, as maybe in trouble here as we move through.
Yeah, a bit of invade coming out from KT. Doggo will be forced away. Better volley from BDD means that Doggo doesn't have to be worried about something like a seismic shove. The Winter's Bite doesn't find its mark. No concussive blows, no slows. And in the end, CFO were able to walk away.
And this is that same bot lane that they actually used against AL. You know, using that Corki plus the Nami, you know, really to a lot of success in that one. And so I'm excited to see them take some of these risks. Like, is it a risk? Yes, of course it is.
Fix the cam.
Something like the Nami, you can get preyed on if Wukong gets down there and you just
do that. All right, guys. Hey, we gotta enjoy Worlds while it's on, guys. Worlds, bro. We don't have a lot of series left, and before you know it, the world is over. I feel like everything is just running past, you know, like a sand in an hourglass. Like sand in an hourglass, so let's really enjoy ourselves.
Bomb shield is used. Well, guess what? Then it opens the door for that Orin one to kind of follow up afterwards. So it's like you can kind of look at it in two different ways, right?
Let's see what kind of action they figure out here. Ezreal's very strong level 1, so even with Braum, maybe they can just push. Kaiwing lost potions.
Again, I think if you hit that one-item spike for KT, being able to put pressure... Oh, well, I was going to say, if you had the Caitlyn, you could put more pressure on mid lane, but it can be difficult.
I'd love to see all-star list of the world's best in every position thing.
If you end up losing it for KT.
I might do it if I find it interesting. Dog with the W style, right?
After the support item, going to be using that ebb and flow to heal them up through the wave. Also has that summon Airy, which does give you that little bit of extra shielding when you're buffing an ally. Docdam and Peter do...
Did Kaiwing, guys, I was kind of like writing on Discord, level 1. Did Kaiwing use his potions, or did he just save potions? Is Kaiwing just doing the bow strat? This is the bow strat.
He's going to have a little bit more money when he does first go back to base, but the other side of that is, of course, if you're trading heavily, it can definitely be very risky.
Perfect's best champion, Rumble. Like this blue side draft is one of the best KT drafts that you can have. Ezreal for Docdam, you have BDD Talija, you have Perfect Rumble with Wukong.
I was going to say, even if they're going for the redemption...
That's what Castle talking about? Yeah, I know, but no offense, but sometimes I don't know if I can trust the castles, but I'm asking you guys. Not trust, but it's like sometimes, you know, the castles are just very preoccupied with shit, you know? Because they need to run a show and cast this game, like cast everything to fucking thousands and thousands and almost 1 million people, you know? Yo, Bambi Sarenka, thank you very much to the Prime Game, I appreciate that. Oh, nice Q there from Docdam. Alright, that's a TP. Peter is very deep. Alright, that's a Q flash from Peter. Is Peter a psychopath? Is Peter a psychopath? Is he a psychopath? Doggo gets one. Junjia with the flash. Everybody goes deep. Junjia flashes. On Q, flashes over the wall. Bomba clotted. Alright, decisive from KT. Decisive. Decisive. Very decisive from Peter.
To get 2 off the back of this.
Yeah, and Docdam walks away with double buffs on the Ezreal here. We talked about, you know, how you're drafting to try to get this dual lane ahead.
Ooh, Docdam should have held Q here. I think he trolled. If he holds Q here, I think he can get more.
And the wave is pushing away from the Corki.
KT lost all 5 first bloods as Worlds. Interesting.
You know, if Driver might go towards bot.
Peter saw the line. He saw the line, yeah.
Change things around. Peter here got very aggressive. Flashed in, Q flash.
That's crazy, by the way. I don't know, Wukong is so strong in these fights, though.
And so he does end up going down, but the fight still looked very good for KT.
As I Ezreal, Wukong, Braum, such good skirmish champions early. Just so hard to... It's just so hard to find lethal, you know, in one rotation. Nami is definitely like a lot weaker in skirmishes like these in comparison to Braum.
And I think, although it is only the first fight,
Sam was banned blue side, yeah.
Where they shine, that skirmishing, that team fight, working out well for KT. Although perhaps
Doggo's on vision, bro.
That it's in the early game where they tend to struggle.
Doggo's on vision, perfect nose.
Doggo is moving top. This is what I was talking about. I mean, the bot wave was absolutely screwed after that. So, you know, Docdam gets a kill.
I don't know. This game state is very bad for CFO already.
2v2 on bot side. You can see 500 plus gold lead. So Driver is basically going to sacrifice to the team. Driver saying, you know what? I will take the terrible wave. You go top, collect this wave that is pushing in towards towards me, they know they need to keep Doggo into a good spot, but it is a really concerning start just because it's not just about those kills, it's about the fallout afterwards.
And that will be the Dragon, right? KT are with Cuz already on the
Oh,
side.
damn.
He just clears in towards Dragon. He's going to be able to take that one up. And you've already got an AD carry to keep that push on the bottom side. And KT
Onkyo is cooked, guys. He is completely cooked.
For the style of composition that they have.
There's leashing Drake with this prio.
So he's actually, as they go up, he's going to try to run
KT's
down
best chilling.
fix that wave, and he will be able to get it pushed in, thankfully. Junja
Really, really good game from KT so far. Nothing to complain about. The lanes are going super well. It's just such a KT classic, this draft here on blue side. We have to see how they react in BO5s and how they will scale. Because Perfect is a Rumble Merchant, Kaz is Wukong Merchant. This is a great draft from KT. We just have to see how much gas they have in the tank, and if CFO can like recover from getting punched in the mouth. I feel like CFO have good fighting spirit though in the way they play. Perfect already ulted the wave, but CFO is keeping the freeze. Here comes Xin Zhao. He has no ward. Junja. Well, this could be dangerous for Perfect, but Perfect is tethering like at max range for XP. Alright, now Perfect doesn't need to risk at all. The wave is bouncing already. The wave is bouncing already.
You're going to lose a little bit, but you're getting the XP, and eventually it will collect and come to you. So you just have to play that safe, and you can see that Peter's actually going to TP top. They're just going to TP Perfect down towards bot to collect that wave.
Alright.
Moving it around, they're just doing
Oh, Ezra's going to be fed as all hell, bro. He's just going to catch a monster wave here, and with Peter showing here, they can easily just match the base here and go get items. Alright.
Yeah, and also I love the defensive vision that's there for KT as well. Like they have
Yeah, CFO gets a good base timer here in preparation for the objective. Keep in mind, Driver has TP advantage, and I think that could be a comeback play for CFO. A comeback play for CFO, this could be big.
making these early stages to garner these leads.
For the moment, both teams willing just to accept these waves. The wave stays kind of just sitting where they are. You have a few swaps coming out. You can see Doggo.
Look at this. We have Adam Driver. He has TP advantage for the grubbies. Did he just miss cannon on live on screen? Oh, yo. Driver's got Biscottis. Let's see the TP advantage. What's he gonna cook with it? The grubs are spawning now. Nami's on mid wave. Both supers level 5. Doggo catching a wave that is going to put him to 6. Junjia is here. They went through mid. Talia is kind of isolated. Alright. Is Driver going to commit? The thing is, TP takes such a long time, so I feel like KT would be very happy if they can bait it out. Junjia ults. It's correct to ult. Blocked a lot of damage, like a 1000 here. That's a turn from Kuz. Here's a turn from Kuz. Junjia. He flashed out. Can he go on to Kuz? Kuz has flash. He's buying time. Oh, it's a disaster for CFO. Oh, can he find some kind of a kill? The CFO Driver? They're blocking the Q from Talija. It's still a massive win for KT. Massive win for KT. That's a Q flash as well from BDD. Misses the combo. Here comes the rest of KT. Holy. Doggo tries to squeeze. Nobody falls somehow. Oh, the spells, Yoktom. Hey, Junjia is back. 1 for 2 in the grubbies, but the guys Rumble boiled the bot tower, guys. There was this 4v5 and KT won.
Driver joined very late with the TP if he was going to actually do it, and Doggo wasn't even a part of the beginning of that fight. So even though there was technically the man advantage,
Junjia's flash was on Wukong ult, but I think he flashed the Wukong ult, but he just had no distance. He couldn't cover any distance. I think he just this step here to smite the grubby and this W that he did. This was the best flash he could have done. It's just, I think it was just doomed. Like his step to the grub was the mistake.
It could have been a very different story. Cuz gets out, but watch Driver here. Duckdam misses one Mystic shot there. That could have actually been the kill on the Driver as he starts to step away. CFO were able to get one back. Doggo goes a bit too far here.
CFO looking a bit stinky. I think KT have a really good draft for their setup. I think it's very good for KT that they get to choose to be on blue side because, in my opinion, I think it's a bad draft strategy to open up game 1 and ban 3 mid laners. I think this is just not good strategy against KT, in my opinion. I think you'd much rather chip away Cuz and Perfect and open all mid laners, because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, if BDD is playing Talia, or you get to trade Orianna Azir, or you get to trade Ryze, I think you're happy, you know? Because I do think that the value you got here was very minimal, because this is kind of a KT Exodia in the first place, you know? This is like a KT Exodia, you know, like fucking Wukong, Rumble, Talia. That's like the dream 1, 2, 3 for them. I get it though. I get it though. It's like Orianna, Azir, and all this jazz is considered OP, but you have to keep in mind it's a BO5. You know, it's a BO5. And letting some of those champions breathe in the beginning could be very nice. And like this, KT super happy because they get to start the series with some good momentum, you know, psychologically after not playing for a while. Starting off with a win is really, really big. Massive.
Junja is around, so CFO are absolutely considering it, but it's going to be so tough to work your way in.
Basically no flashes on either side as well. There's 3 available.
So hard. Ooh, nice shave there from Dokdam. Aurora wants to chip in, but I think Cuz on Trinity Force looks a little bit too dangerous. Ornn is also not here. Rumble is here. No flash on Junjia. Junjia falls. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, somehow they killed one, no? Alright, Brom died. Brom died. 2 for 1.
KT looking confident in these early skirmishes.
Snappy from KT. Snappy.
With the aggressive flash.
Snappy from KT. Very snappy.
I mean, it's great for KT, but this time I don't really understand CFO going for it. We talked about the setup was so much better from KT, and if you're not even going to bring down the Ornn, then how are you going to be able to actually out-teamfight in a 4v5 with worse setup, with worse condition as far as your summoners and your carries are concerned as well? I mean, Ornn is top. He's not even moving, right?
Come on, Peter.
Really
good, Peter.
And we can see Peter.
All right, bro. This is a great time for KT enjoyers, guys. You have permission to get excited. Very, very good signs for KT, bro. What a fucking great opening game. The only thing that could maybe hold back your excitement is the fact that this is like KT Exodia, as mentioned before, you know? But they've been very, very good on objectives, and Peter looks like insanely confident, bro.
That's where you can now have the advantages as you move forward.
Mandate finished now for Kaiwing. We talked about trying to rush that to get more damage out of your Corki. And from your Xin Zhao, actually, with the Tidecaller's blessing on him.
DOWGO needs to get his Trinity Force ASAP. Let's see what CFO, if they can manage to get Trinity Force before, of course, the Rift Herald fight. Like, we haven't reached a point where this gold lead, like, this gold lead will feel very, very big when Cuz finishes Sundered Sky. Because there he's going to have a really big window where he's going to be like the GOAT, you know?
You just drop it on their head, you fly in, and they're going to have to get out of there, if not just outright die. Not to even mention, True Shot Barrage can come in over the top.
No way people think Dokdam was the reason DK lost to Genji in 22 quarters. I don't know, it was just bot lane gap, no? It's just, I think Ruler was the reason Genji won. But to say that Dokdam was the reason, I think it's a bit steep, you know? Is that Ruler is the reason Genji won. But there's not a lot of ADs that are gonna be like, yeah, you need to perform better than Ruler. You know? It's tough.
Absolutely, and I just feel like CFO, you know, it's been less about the play in the skirmishes and more about the play prior to the skirmishes, right? They're skipping.
Yeah, Dokdam was good at Phelios. He was also good Samira, but Samira got nerfed.
They weren't able to utilize it whatsoever, and when they didn't, and they shouldn't even be trying, you know, they're going in anyway. So it just feels like they're trying to force it, and Honky's in trouble.
Honky, ult. Alright, dodge it, he dodged it. Super important. I think too snappy on the TP there from Adam Driver. Alright, CFO look a little bit stiff. KT seem to... They are so good at taking small wins in this game. And now Rombo gets to push top for free and get his Leandri base. Driver pushes this one, and then Rico. I think, looking at items, looks like a really, really good fight for CFO, if I'm going to be honest. The key detail for me is Cuz's lead isn't super significant in the Rift Herald fight. Doesn't finish second item and doesn't reach level 11. I think this is a big comeback situation here for CFO. This could be the comeback. Look at that. Item-wise, equalized. This gold lead is not as significant here. But I think if you give Herald and then like you give next Drake, then I think it's GG. Like, this is the best chance you're gonna get, I think. And CFO seem to know. Alright, Cuz is eating fruit. Perfect. Holy, look at that poke from DOWGO. Ooh, that's the barrier. This is the Nami Corki tech. Ooh, good dodge from Dokdam. BDD pushing out top wave. Aurora catching. I like the soak shoes purchase here from Honkyu because of the Nami tech. It's like your spell penetration works on Nami spells when they're on you, you know? Well, E specifically, and Mandate. Imperial Mandate.
Potentially getting him that blue buff, it looks like, and we'll see if they want to try to challenge, because Perfect is just kind of pushing once again. He's just pushing on that bot side, has the TP.
Rumble has TP advantage, and they're leveraging it. Zinzao now leashes Herald. BDD. Okay, okay, some poke onto Peter. Peter. Driver falls. Oh, DOWGO. No flash on Doggo. Doggo, a little bit too deep from DOWGO. Alright, Kuz falls. Dokdam on 1 HP. Can Honkyu finish him? Honkyu with the Leandri burn in the red. Honkyu with the double kill. Perfect gets the revenge. Junja. Okay, DOWGO, as much as we love how he plays, here he overplayed. Here he overplayed big time. Here he overplayed big time.
Doggo valks in, and they immediately turn to punish him. Peter throws down the ult, that forced out the flash, and then
bad rage bait, 600 seconds.
In on Doggo. They knew it was all about the Corki in that fight. BDD has a great ult to follow it up, and we can just watch it one more time. He's just...
I think Driver just, the timing here on the E, the fact that Peter got his E off is also such a big deal. Like, we just Valkyried forward to fucking slam all our damage into Bromy. I don't know about that, bro. Maybe KT is just gonna straight up win based off better teamfight setup. Yeah, I think DOWGO was just not good. Alright, they keep going. Still no Sundered Sky on Kuz, and Kuz is no ultimate. Let's see now. No ultimates here on red side either. Everybody just has no ults. Honkyu is trying to milk. Okay, CC. Talia on the flank. Talia on the flank. Look at BDD though. Look at BDD. BDD. BDD on the flank. The plant is big. Funky BDD. Junja gets it. What price will he pay though? The flash out. Alright, they got the Drake, but... Oh, the Rumble! That's crazy! Oh, it's a Korean barbecue! Oh! Damn!
The ultimate cooldown was up
Jesus!
for CFO, but
bro, that Rumble was blind, bro.
Yeah, I mean, KT, I think, just slow played that so well because they were barely missing the ultimates from Perfect and Kuz. So they didn't want to hard commit to a fight prior to that. A great smite.
Kuz's ult, Kuz's ult, Kuz's ult. Kuz's ult. Oi, oi, Dokdam fell. Kuz. Oh, Kuz lives. Look at BDD's scoreline, though. Look at BDD's scoreline. Magnifique. Doo-doo. Hey, you don't do-doo. Bro, I thought you were gonna do that. No.
Desperately to make these plays happen, but they just cannot find the.
Is this a dry 3-0? It's a very good showing from KT, but I think it's important to highlight that this is a very good KT draft. Very, very good KT draft. KT could still win and stomp because it's a very, very good opening game. But it's also KT on their main champs, you know? Let's see how much steam they have. But could be. I do think that KT just have better setup, and they are very disciplined in this game. Like, it's a very good look for KT in this game one. But it is KT Exodia. Both can be true, you know?
With that, even finishing off Junja at the end. And now KT, it feels like you kind of just get to dot your I's and cross your T's. Like,
I know people are gonna say, but Yamato, they went to game 5 with Genji and won. The thing is, in that game 5, bro, they still had Wukong. They got Wukong in a game 5, you know?
Perfect. Can probably just,
CFO rage hard into the night, you know? And I feel like CFO didn't really pay a lot to qualify into this game with their champs, you know? But now the game is completely over. We have a situation where everybody on blue side is on 2 cores, so economically this is like a disaster.
you're never going to really get a winning fight if he has people behind him. It just takes too much of their
It is nuts if this is the year BDD gets to semis out of all years. Who's the best player, Coach? Bengi, Mata, Score, Easyhoon, Tabe, or another? I think out of this gang, you have to say Tabe, no? You have to say Tabe. I think Score is also up there, right? He worked on Gen G, and then now this work with KT. It's like pretty good, pretty good.
Try and find these picks. Now, it's not easy, but definitely this is a team that will find them, but I think they're getting caught.
All right, goodbye, Fish. Bro, Peter's just a Chad, bro. He's releasing his inner Hillsong. His inner Hillsong is just fucking going sicko mode in this one.
As 2 more oysters fall.
And Peter just blast cones himself in there. He's saying, we don't have a gauge. We don't have a gauge. Are you seeing this game? Peter is just flashing in on CD. And
Peter.
This time doesn't have the flash, but he has got no problems
Peter.
at all. My man knows his role.
Mata also won him aside with Gen G. Yeah, Mata is also on some goat shit.
And if you don't respond, you're just going to get wiped.
This was the first time Peter got to fly to the country, and he was like, what if I do that in-game as well?
2023, bro. 2023 DRX was ass. I think you're talking about 2022.
CFO were like, wait, what the hell is a Braum doing here?
Yeah, Peter is just making action happen.
Really good game from KT. Legit one of the cleanest games we've seen at this World Championship.
They take Otacon, and they
Very
are
nice.
pushing this advantage further and further ahead. I agree.
You just can make sense of what KT is doing in terms of how they back up and what they're looking for. They know which position that is important. They play for one another. They play off of each other. I think it's really great.
Even against AL, we saw them losing, but still.
Do you think people is too overhyped at G2 tomorrow? Yeah, they're very overhyped. I say that as like a big G2, G2 supporter.
Rest will come in instead of driver as well.
I mean, it was also true against FlyQuest, right? Yeah. FlyQuest was at Soul Point, was up 3-4K in that first game.
I wonder how Peter came up with that nickname.
They just kept fighting, and yeah, it did take a mistake from the other team, but they were able to capitalize on that, pull the game back. So they have to keep looking.
Very tough game, guys. There's a small window with CFO. Have 2 core versus 2 core. Maybe that's what they leverage. But even then, like, they have big XP disadvantages and positional disadvantages. So the comeback play should be close to impossible.
It feels so hard because they have no vision. And, when you're looking at the map, like, that is terrifying. When you're saying, okay, you need to find this dream flank, you need to find this dream pick, you don't know where anyone is.
And alongside that, even if you do, like, Ezreal just up-lane shifts away. Like, you put down the between worlds, you try and dive onto the backline, and Knockdown just says, okay,
Junja,
over this wall. BDD
fishing, takes a plant, spot's perfect. Eats some fruit, gets a little ward. Drake is gone. Zinzao is just looking for some counterplay. Considering they spotted Zinzao, the Octam doesn't need to be for Drake, so he's just defending Rumble. This is the dynamic that you see often, is that people soft contest in order to make the enemy commit people into the Drake. And then if the enemy doesn't contest, they do the objective with less people so they can defend the play like the Octam did, right? Alright. Honestly, is this the best chance you're gonna get, guys? You have 2 items on everybody and enemy has no Wukong ult? I feel like you should look for a fight, no? CFO, like, legit, if you want to win the game, you want a comeback play, search for the fight right now. Ornn is finishing Yaksho, or Unending Despair. No Wukong ult. The enemy is not finishing 3 core for another, like, 2 minutes. You have to try to get something done. Like, legit, I don't know, you force Nash or something. Peter's half HP. This is the window that you have to squeeze. You have to squeeze. You gotta do something. They're just recoiling. Medjai's finished for BDD. I think that's not a good Medjai purchase, by the way. I think better to buy just like Zeke's Armguard here if you can afford it, or I think Medjai just adds risk from this spot.
Getting towards 2 items for CFO.
Alright, CFO, what can we do? Wukong ultimate's coming out quickly. The enemy team, like when Wukong finishes G8 and Spears of Shojin. No! The Octava Spears of Shojin! No! Oh, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's so tough. If Gus bases for GA, bro, it's just FF on the spot. Peter Parker! Peter! He gets out somehow! Junja! It's the Ornn ult. Honkyu, ult on 3. Gets damage onto Cuz. Rumbaloo. Junjia ults. Cuz flashes on him.
Means that Cuz goes on a rampage. Driver now on the retreat with the rest of
All
the
right, super for jungle. Diokdam, Spirit of Shojin, damage output. Oh, Dio, double Dio! Crazy magic! Holy!
Two so far. Driver retreats. KT still looking for more as Cuz and
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some kushub in it.
CFO. This is exactly what we were talking about. CFO.
Yeah, but bro, Cuz is gonna base for GA, and then it's like, Salute Terador. GG.
But it does get them some much needed.
Cuz is gonna buy GA on this base, guys, and it's GG.
Valk forward flashing in. Peter gets caught over the wall, and they do not hesitate whatsoever. Junja instantly goes in. They are able to knock down Peter, and then KT is saying, okay, but we maybe can still take it in the 4v5. But look at this equalizer from Perfect. I think he's expecting that they will retreat into it, but instead it really gets nothing done. CFO doesn't know how to retreat. They're going forward.
And it works out so well because it's Doggo that you keep your eyes on here. As Duckdam goes forward, Doggo says, I'm all in as well. Flashes into the face of the Ezreal to get the kill. And that makes the difference here. There is no AD carry left to try and free fire on some of the low health CFO members.
And there's some big shutdowns as well. Honky got an 800 gold shutdown. That is going to get him the death cap. Another ornament comes through as Driver gets some more experience. That's now a couple upgraded Ornn items through here for CFO. Yes, they are still in a pretty big hole, but look at the damage from this dynamic duo, Honkyu and Doggo, making it work for the team.
And as much as Doggo has been around for a while, we've seen him at MSIs. Honkyu is the opposite. It is his rookie year. He won Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year over in the LCP. We saw him first at MSI challenging, and now here for CFO on the international stage in a quarter-final. He's not letting the nameplates say anything to him. He is playing this game with those nameplates off.
And I just love this about CFO. I mean, this is a team that has represented the LCP at every single one of the
Honkyu has 3 items, guys, casually. The GA of Cuz is a little bit too big. 3 items, 3 items. Like, CFO might get a fair fight. Because BDD doesn't have 3 core, you know? Because of this Magi buy. That's why I didn't like the Magi buy. That Guardian Angel is what separates blue side from red side right now, and XP differentials. Like the dream here for CFO, if you guys are looking and sniffing for a comeback play, it would be that you Nami E Honkyu and he just one-shots Diokdam or BDD. I think Diokdam with no flash is more likely. Honkyu Nami E into Snap and Neck because he does a shit ton of damage. Look at his inventory. That is Shadow Flame. That like no cooldown, full Swifty macro. Alright, CFO is trying to find a way in. The blue trinket allows him to face check. Junjia gets poked by Perfect. Perfect in a good position at the Rumble Ultimate that clips everybody. Honkyu, they don't get it. They're playing for the fight. Kai Wing. Perfect is a little bit deep. Maybe this could be a fine fight for CFO. Perfect down. Cuz. Oh, the fucking soul is doing so much work. Cuz got out even though he got in. Here comes BDD. It's over. It's over. Like fish in a barrel for BDD. How can CFO cook their way out of this? Oh, BDD. Too cold with it, BDD. BDD.
KT wipes CFO off the map. They get the soul. And it feels like that will secure game 1. KT just too strong in these team fights.
They were cut off, they were corralled, and they were shut down. CFO, they were hoping that could be their fight, but now KT, they're not actually going to push for the inhibitors. Looks like they're looking at Baron instead.
It might not be the game-ending fight.
Thanks for the over. Easy peasy, bro. Easy peasy. Cuz Wukong, what a masterclass from Cuz, bro.
But CFO, you are walking wounded, you are limping, but perhaps you can find some sort of first aid to get you back in the game.
I feel like that was the last fight, you know, the last realistic chance they had to get in, and KT just set it up so well. Look at Perfect's positioning here. He slows Junja multiple times with the Electro Harpoons, then Peter is there to keep him away.
How did Cuz get in and then get out, bro?
Out of the pit. They secure it. It's a great equalizer to soften them up, and even though the early moments of the
fight, Driver just gave him the exit, bro, with the Nimbus strike, bro.
Big one, they have Peter and Cuz low. BDD and Doctum They're full health, and they know this is where they're going to succeed.
Yeah, it was that early flank from Peter putting so much threat onto
Why
Honky
KT not trying to end?
that bought the time
The wave was so
needed
far, you
to
know.
Work through driver, work through that front line, and then corral them into position where they can knock them down.
You think Chowie was like, Kaiwing, please buy ports. Kai was like, yeah, I will. And then he refused. The BDD of Medjai paid off. BDD is just the truth. I didn't think the risk was unnecessary, but yeah, Onky has no cooldown, you know, so like if his spells don't land, he's out of commission for a long time.
I mean, KT's gold lead is also kind of lying to you. Doctam's sitting on over 4,000 gold. He's not based in
only got 3 items.
Yeah, he hasn't bought in forever, so he's on equal items to the Corki right now.
Weaver's wall out.
Honkyu needs to do like a crazy combo. That's the only way, bro. Honkyu needs to be the best. He needs to embody the best Aurora on Earth. 4 chances here. Full Cyrilda for Dokdam.
Soul fights, then took the Baron, then pushed in, didn't spend their gold, and now that Baron beginning to expire. An entire Cyrildas for Dokdam alongside a BF sword.
Hey, why is Shadow Flame upgrade rather than Death Cap? And the BF, Jesus Christ. Shadow Flame and Death Cap upgrade gives the same. It's the same. There's no change. You just get 1,000 gold worth of stats. And AP is the only stat that you can upgrade. As far as I know. I don't think you can upgrade Magic Pen. It's only AP, health.
So it does feel
Looks like it's all the same.
They are running out of time on this push. We'll see. Will they try to force a dive on this next wave? Maybe just drop the equalizer to force them off the tower and crack the base.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Just try and force CFO back. They don't have the Weaver's Wall quite yet to sync up with it. Maybe they want to wait for the next wave, but like that's 30 seconds.
All right, no on-horn. Timing. R-Flash. Driver. Combination in the nation. Wukong in the backline though, slamming everybody. The Okdam lived. They killed BDD. They killed the king. Cooked his KDA. KT got it.
Blink and you'll miss it. KT jump onto the back line and they immediately turn towards the Nexus.
On cue, he's hopping.
That's the easiest over my life, bro.
He can do in the face of 4 from KT. Cuz gives him a love tap as the Nexus falls, and KT go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
It's a great start here for KT. First win on the board. 1 out of 3 down to try to make it where they've never been before, the World Semifinals.
And to do so in such a fantastic manner, controlling the early game. But I know there's 2 people who don't want to say anything about this game, and I want to toss it over to them.
The only thing I want to say right now is that I am exulting, guys. That was an amazing game on the side of KT. It's the beginning of the series, so let's see how they can take this one. And one of the questions that we had coming into today, we've talked about it, it is the early games for this team. A completely different look compared to Swiss Stage, Emily.
Yeah, and it was super, super important because I think the big hero to me was Cuz, right? Because we know Junja is such a huge part of this CFO early game, and I thought they drafted a composition that just does really well in these early skirmishes from level 1. You saw them looking for stuff with the Braum, but I think Cuz was the big star in securing a lot of these early objectives.
Yeah, they had some early skirmishes that they were victorious in as well, and were able to snowball that really effectively. I mean, we're starting it out with some W's here for KT.
Yeah, shout out to production, by the way, doing me dirty with this one. But so far, that's a big W on the side of KT, and we know that every second counts, and thanks to the reliable Cisco network, BDD clutches the fight yet again, closing the door on CFO.
Yeah, and the big thing is that you can tell KT wants to turn onto Doggo immediately, right? BDD's walls were so
More LPL drama? What happened?
Kind of gets him into the fight. They eliminate Doggo, and then it's still
Was this game close at all? No, KT was in full control the entire time.
bars on both teams.
Full control the entire time.
We talk so highly about when Doggo plays aggressively.
I need to pee, guys. Be right back. Look at Yu's latest tweet.
When that one, you know, he's valking in onto
Is EU out? Nah, bro. Zeke. We got G2 in the building, bro.
Punish him for it. So
but they're gonna get cooked by China, bro.
And If you
Top
make a mistake
esports.
like that versus KT, they'll punish you.
They'll punish you.
Big Z.
absolutely. And another
China is about to boil them. The only hope,
team was cause
the only hope, Big Z, is this Chinese team.
and so far up and up
They are known for like really like shitting their own pants. They're really like known for shitting their own pants at international events, and that's the prayer, you know. That's truly the prayer. Didn't China lose to NA? Yeah, there's a team called Billy Billy. They are some of the most arrogant fuckers on earth. They lost to 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves? Well, bro, Z, it's a guest team that is leaving the league that were 8th place earlier this year, and they got boiled by them, bro. Boiled. Like a fucking goose on a Tuesday. It was crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm gonna run some ads right back, guys. I need to pee.
One of his best champs. He had some big seismic shoves. So KT looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good so far, taking game 1. I really want to see CFO fight back, though. We saw what Honky was capable of. Let's see what the whole team can do when they come on online here for game 2. We want to have a series here in this quarterfinals, so we'll be back right after this.
Gets the knock up onto the Braum. Activism coming across. Unbreakable down. Doggo Valkyrie in as Driver's forced to flash away. And KT with a TP are going to have a 5v5 in a second. Tidal Wave out. Casting that second Cyclone lands it. Doggo caught out first. The equalizer on the backline. Nami has to flash away. BDD finds him with an unraveled Earth through Hongju, trying to get in to the backline to get damage on Peter. He'll find one, but he's burnt where he stand. Roast rabbit for dinner for Perfect as KT once again come out on top in the fight.
보세요. 옆에 선수랑 맞춰서 걸을게요. 카메라 감독 지나자마자 옆에 선수랑 붙을게요.
好，稍微走近一点。对对，就是这样。
아 좋아요.
미드 선수 걸수 있을게요.
미드 가렌요.
안녕하세요, 티안의 오너입니다. 오늘 이렇게 또 8강 경기장에 왔는데 체크 잘하고 옵니다.
An update is required. Financial system updating. System updated. We will dance to get. The future of money is here. Feels good.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So slow.
I told you I was done with basic browsers. Your setup wants operagx, and you're holding it back. Upgrade to the gaming browser. Download operagx.
The greatest players in the world are here.
They can just burn this one down. Oh my god, Owen by 9!
You are going to see them like you've never seen them before.
What it will as the Arcane Storm doing so much work, and Genji! They are just going to ace them!
누구 만나도 이길 수 있다는 자신감 정도로만 생각하고 있습니다.
Genji, the EWC winners! Locking down the Drake is now Doran. Decent position, double break down my walls, but I won't rise again. Cause I stand tall in my environment.
How could I ever close my eyes as they silence sins? They try to take me down with their violence.
Oh, they go back in. Bishop flashes in, and down goes
every moment of your journey crystal clear. Landscapes, absolutely stunning. Close-ups, sharp and full of vibe. Group shots, packed with detail. Zoom in on one face, still flawless. Colors so real, every scene, every smile, unforgettable. Oppo Find X9 series, Hasselblad telephoto, zoom into detail.
I got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal on one of these big boys.
Man, it doesn't work that way.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
You don't know that?
Red Bull gives you wings.
I don't know. I think Sniper just didn't improve, bro. He got like, I don't know. Is Sniper just Adam? Just Adam 2. Adam 2.0. Did you see Bilibili betting scandal? Wait, what? What are we talking about? No way. What are we talking about? Nah, blood. What are we saying? All right. Mentions of sexual conduct and gambling. Less than 24 hours after Bilibili's elimination from Worlds 2025, a post on Tieba alleges that most of the team's players and coaching staff visited high-end business karaoke in Shanghai. According to the post, female companionship services were involved, which typically include around drinking and entertainment, but such venues in China was also known for sexual or borderline sexual services that may cross legal boundaries. They were also seen playing at Texas Hold'em. It's important to note that both prostitution and gambling are legal in China and remain significant cultural taboos. Obi claimed that all players except Beishuan and Knight were present, though one figure in league photos was said to resemble Beishuan. The post specifically mentioned Shadow, Elk, On, and Bim by name. Cell phones are generally prohibited in such venues, and the photos were reportedly taken in secret. Ain't no way, bro. What the fuck? I don't know, Knight is just elo held, guys. Knight is just elo held, bro. I don't know. This seems so weird, no? I don't know, like... I don't like posts like these. I really don't like them, because it's like a translation of someone that... Like, how is this credible at all? It's just like On sitting next to a lady, and like... Who fucking knows what's up, you know? Like, it's so weird. Like... I think it's just so fucking strange. Like, I couldn't care less about this. I don't know. I think this can, like, perpetuate something... I don't know. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know. For me, at least, it's like it goes through so many fucking lenses of translation, so it's like, I don't want to fucking spread something like that, you know? It's weird. I don't know, bro.
series really
That's
quickly.
bullying when you say it. It's fun when I say it.
You can't punch down, you know?
CFO have elected to move over to the blue side, and is Rest subbing in the top lane for them. He's seen as the more creative of the two top laners, Driver kind of the workhorse who works really hard, whereas Rest is seen as weird, wacky, loves to be boisterous.
Wacky Tubaki.
I wonder if we'll see CFO trying to bring
Wacky
something a little bit more
Chewbacca.
eclectic out in the top lane.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they can bring out. I think KT have very often looked at this.
All right, guys,
as
game
kind of
number
like
2.
the
Let's hop in.
over the course of the tournament in that
Let's
top
dive
side.
in.
So now that that's taken away, I'll be very curious to see what their new plans are going in towards that top side of the map.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so far he's played, the Rumble, which is gone, the Scion, which I think is going to remain banned, and then it's been,
All right.
Rek'Sai, right?
KT ban
I
Alistar.
think we're probably going to get something pretty standard for
Interesting.
him. It'll be interesting to see if he wants
Poppy
to
out. You're not out.
outside of that and get a bit
CFO should ban a mid laner here, I
If they
think.
wanted him to get funky, though, they would have gone red side, right? So
I think honestly you ban like Orianna, and then you pick Azir over Ryze.
Either we're going to get a trade, or we're going to have them potentially getting.
I think that's the way, no?
Here.
Ban Orianna.
And we'll see. That's
Not because
gonna
I
be
have
the
pick and ban
connection to
Orianna.
me, 'cause that really does dictate
Oh,
the first
wow.
couple picks, and instead it's going to be Mbessa.
Oh, Scion is also up. So if you
That is
ban away
actually
the
shocking.
Scion, then you then look towards the Ori-Azir trade for CFO.
I just kind of saw that as like a guarantee.
I think Kaz is the type of jungler to just blind pick Trundle, by the way, 1-2.
CFO just went out because you just pair Ori or Azir with the Scion, and you're laughing.
Yeah, because you also got the.
I prefer the red side angle of KT more than I prefer the CFO red side, what they created, you know?
Oh, we deny the Scion on the opposite side. We're happy to take.
So Scion gets banned here on red, so they don't want to do a Trundle 1-2.
Doesn't really matter. I think still.
I think Kaz will pick Jarvan, so it's gonna be like Azir versus Orianna. So it's like first pick Azir and then Orianna Jarvan for KT.
Azir likely locked in for Hongq. Let's see, he has put it out already once this tournament. KT, you just go Orianna plus something from the jungle that can engage Jarvan, something that, although it started the tournament really poorly, has begun to win quite a few.
I love Caps, and I think he's one of the greatest players of all time, even beyond Europe. But Knight and Chovy do what Caps do in way harder regions.
Orientated pick.
All right, we just teleported into the future. Okay.
A lot of that dive is going to work out really well for KT.
I also just really love KT making sure BDD and Cuz have good champions, because so often they are the
Poppy is out.
team. They are the engine room of this team, and everyone else has stepped up. But when you're
What are we
looking
playing,
at CFO,
Junja?
you look at Hongq and Junja. In
Junja.
the same vein, they're the people that need to get ahead.
Do we just pick
for CFO to
Renekton?
have a huge amount of impact.
Just
So
dry
if
Trundle?
You can get Cuz and BDD on picks that
That's
are
very
strong,
dry Trundle,
have
though.
Good early games, you know you can kind of negate some of CFO's power.
This is kind of interesting. So they are going to go for the Trundle. Obviously, you can duel pretty well, against this Jarvan. So they're taking the Trundle and the Cassante here.
This Trundle is so random, no?
Yeah, I guess maybe that's kind of the anticipation.
Alright.
They're saying you're going to go Rek'Sai and Trundle's going to get value because you are kind of having an HP stacker on the top side.
I think it also pinches what KT can do.
Nice,
here, 'cause
Perfect just gets to play his favorite champions, guys.
carry like the Kai'Sa, right? But with Ezreal, Corki,
Perfect is
then
just
you're gonna see
fucking
top
smiling.
picks like the Caitlyn and the Kai'Sa ban,
He's just,
and even
this
someone
is
like the Xayah.
perfect.
It just means that then you don't really have that safe backline.
He gets
at
to
the
play.
moment.
He gets to
That
play
could
two
open up
champions the whole
something like
tournament.
Cassante to get a lot of value. Trundle Pillars to
He's
get a lot of
chilling.
value. Even the Azir shuffle to get a lot of value. So I think that's where CFO are looking at going, okay, what's the AD carry pool going to look like with these bans?
Yeah, and I do feel like when you're
All
building
right.
out the board,
C4 ball lane.
Hey, I want to play like a low mobility AD carry, over on this side.
What's gonna happen with Caitlyn, guys?
Also something that can be quite
What's gonna happen with Kate?
susceptible to that
Are
art.
we picking
So,
Kate?
art
Is Dogo getting
some of
Kate,
these
or is
carries.
Jokdown picking Kate?
Nico will remain on the
Draven. This is where Draven.
targeting Doggo and
Draven.
which
Not
I think
Draven.
makes sense. To me, the Corki and the Draven were the two picks that really have stood out for him so far here at Worlds. So they are going to try to eliminate.
The weird thing is, if CFO go back on red, bro, KT's in a position where they can first pick Sion now. That's what this Trundle pick sets up. It makes blue sides even stronger. So KT can easily roll out the blue side draft and first pick Sion,
Like that both big threat, but obviously just nervous about it. There's the Varus gone as well. So Kai'Sa is still up and available if you want to try and play for this very high dive threat on KT side.
Also, honestly, like,
Is this just Caitlyn, guys?
Do on a Braum as an engaged champion, getting rid of something that engages
Severe.
a lot easier makes a lot of sense.
Hey, yo, don't you just play Kate Karma?
Because I feel like if you go Kai'Sa for Dogtown, then you really open up a ton
Aphelios trash.
and some of these kind of like disengaged style.
What are we playing, Doggo?
Really,
Let's pick something long range for us. Oh shit, we're lagging.
you can kind of just play to focus on the solo lanes here as Cuz. Obviously, great.
It's Aphelios trash, no? It's coming.
Ori.
Aphelios Thresh is coming.
Aphelios, like, we could just get Aphelios Lulu and they could go kind of like a full scaling type thing.
Nah, there ain't no way going Aphelios Lulu against Java and fucking Oriana, bro.
It is Doggo's most
Big Kate.
champion, and the champion he made his name on.
Oh, really? Nautilus?
The Kai'Sa that he swaps over to at the last second.
A little bit of dive.
Isn't Peter Renata just really strong here then?
Well, if the Jarvan jumps on you, you get some of that plasma.
They're gonna go Renata. Kaiwing has to pick Nort. Okay. I don't like Rakan because then Peter could just pick Lulu here and it's GG, no?
Exactly.
I'm not a fan, guys. Don't pick Rakan. You can't pick Rakan. You cannot pick Rakan. This is the freest Lulu of your life, bro. Lulu Karma is just complete free win, no?
And I'm not a big fan of the Kai'Sa because when you try to reposition this sort of situation, you're repositioning into something like the Renekton or into the Jarvan, and the immediate shield break as well on the Renekton means I don't think you're going to get a huge amount of value from the killer instinct.
Peter, pick the range.
I would have probably preferred a bit more of a front up.
They just knew. They just knew. They just knew. Well, ain't no way we're picking fucking Nautilus. Hey, Peter just hates enchanters. He's an enchanter hater. All right, they knew. They knew. Still, Nautilus is still good into what's showing. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
They have a lot of options on where to go. Cuz can really attack.
It's not terrible.
It does feel like.
Bro, I was about to slam the under because I expected like a range soup.
But I'm about worried about.
I don't know. I feel like
actually play out these 5v5s.
I don't know. Someone's cooking outside my window and I'm going insane, bro. I'm so fucking hungry.
Doggo to have a lot of value while he is kind of getting zoned out. Whereas on the other side, Sivir just needs to hit anyone. Kind of just
I just think I think if you pick Lulu or Karma here on 5, I think you actually ought to win the game. Like no joke.
Value for the shockwaves kind of at an all-time high. So I really do like what KT have opted in for here, and it is going to be looking at what can CFO do to disrupt it, particularly in this early game where they.
It's KT, it's true, yeah. It's Peter, it's Peter. It doesn't play in chances. He's Delight's little brother.
This tournament against MKOI on the first day.
Delight's little brother.
4K behind and he turned it
I don't know. Do we believe in Honkyu Azir? The thing is, BDD Oriana is fucking cold, bro. BDD Oriana is mean as fuck.
Win World Finals quick.
More than that.
Okay. You passed. You passed. See?
It's 13, right?
At least 6.
13, yeah. 13
At least 6. I'm with you.
We'll see if they can do it as we get our way onto the stage for game 2. It would be really interesting for KT to go, let's see, quickly as Cuz steps around here, for KT to go 3-0 versus Gen G, 0-3, 0-3, 13-0. That's just what a great end to your year.
Powering up.
Is that not who KT are as a being, as a whole?
The roller coaster at some point can't keep ratcheting up. There has to be a drop.
It depends how you want the roller coaster to end.
In heaven.
In outer space.
Paradise.
Just going to launch off, you know?
True.
All right, let's see
No
him.
gravity, then the roller coaster can do whatever it wants.
Oh, great hook from
Oh,
Peter's
damn.
advice. Ginger
What a
forces
fucking
him to
start.
crash away. And
What a
that's
fucking
lot of
start,
what
bro.
Ginger wants to do in the early game. This Trundle really relies on getting into the enemy's face. And against the
Yo,
Jarvan,
thank you very much, Boogie Woogie. Appreciate that. Thank you very
And
much,
also
tier 1.
just counter ganking is so effective when the Jarvan uses that EQ in, then you can try and turn around as the Trundle, but you're going to be able to get value as that as Cuz and have a flash to try and escape. So it does open up Cuz, at least for the next 5 minutes, to try and make some early plays. But realistically, we have seen junglers just going for these full clears consistently. So
Fuck it.
how much KT are going to be able to
Let's just slam the over again. Fuck it.
stages still waits to be seen.
And you gotta take your eyes up towards that.
I don't know why YouTube is lagging. Should I just go to Korea stream again?
Doggo moving up towards
Whose draft you like? I think it's like evenish, honestly. Evenish.
Will be rest on the Cassante, taking the 2v2 down.
I think it's evenish, but I like the fact that CFO is skipping the hard parts of the lane.
To really be able to get as much of this farm as possible.
Also just get as much experience as possible onto that Cassante. Not very easy.
I'm hoping that CFO wins here, so we have a bit of a match, you know?
Just trading here in the mid lane. Perfect. You should be okay on the Renekton. You've got the Cold and Meek to heal yourself up a little bit. You've got the Slice and Dice hits level 2. There's always the threat of a Slice Ruthless Predator Jarvan gank.
Yeah, there really is, and I do think, oh, BDD in trouble.
Falling low to Honkyu here. I'll just walk around the corner. Can't be sure where Cuz is right now as Honkyu, so you have to just be that little bit more cautious, especially with Peter walking his way up.
My bad, guys. I said just OP.
Can Honkyu avoid this? Peter will.
Peter?
Does he just want to invest the flash? BDD's so low.
Look for the flash hook underneath the tower.
Hey.
It's not going to be enough damage from Monkey. Still able to flash away some of
Peter.
the exchange between the North and the Azir.
Holy. Oh! Hey! Yo, what is this lag? Come on now. Oh, no! Kaiwin! That's what CSK won.
라인이 바뀌었기 때문에 바텀에서 노틸러스는 좀 자유 시간이 많거든요.
That's crazy work, bro. Kaiwing flashed and heal. He missed it, bro. He missed it.
약간 앞으로 나왔던 것 같은데 뭐 그 차이가 발생을 한 거라.
I have to wait until chat appears, guys, to close it.
빼면 나름 성과 아닐까 빼겠지.
I know.
아니었나 봐요. 맞습니다. 미드 쪽 상황에서는 우리 하나만 전멸 들고 있었으니까 피디는 이득이었거든요. 그때 내 전멸 그냥 킬로 써먹겠다. 바로 그냥 펍을 떴습니다. 아 그리고 저런 게 라이너 입장에서도
Hey, no way. All right, they got the freeze. They got the freeze, but KT can't break it. I think Cuz and Peter are just wasting time. Oh, no! Oh! Shit! Holy moly. Bro, if he got EQ stunned here into Hex Flash Q hook, I think the game just explodes. The game just explodes. If Cuz hits EQ here, it's just Jover on the spot, bro. Oh, BDD has boots. Honkyu only has dagger. It's still tough. Bro, why is the chat not appearing? Whatever, we come back here, we try again. No, the chat is bugging us out here too.
As you say, KT in a great spot, no rest.
Got the Pathmaker, should be able to get his way out, but I think this is the game that we really begin to see BDD living up to that idol status he talked about in the teaser for the
BDD is squeezing the shoe upgrade with the potion upgrade. It's tough, bro. At least it's cannon.
Is going to be terrible, right? Like maybe he's just going to get a refillable in a war.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. Diokdam gap. Diokdam. I mean, Peter gap in the mid lane.
But does he even have potions on top? Is he really going back with no potions again? Yeah. Okay.
Just gets himself a recurve boat.
And BDD should be able to match the reset here as well.
Nah, Honkyu, you're optimistic here with the freeze, bro. Honkyu, relax, bro.
You can't do that. Like you can't.
Honkyu.
The wave is so far away as well. Even the shield from
Jesus.
he isn't going to be enough.
What are you doing?
The wave will crash in. BDD on his way back out with an amplifying tome alongside those Ionian boots of lucidity for the extra.
Lost a melee.
And right now, Katie's early game, this series actually has really leveled up from where it's been so far. Peter, Hex splashing onto Rest, looking for the auto attack here. We'll get the
we didn't W the hook. Okay, just press B, I guess. How was BD looked at by people when he was in Gen G? People thought that he was like just disappointing in playoffs back then. Just disappointing in playoffs, really good regular season, Andy. That was BDD's status. He just was like a classic Korean mid laner. Like just played majors, got his farm, and didn't do anything crazy.
Getting crushed right now after that early pressure, so it's triple losing lanes for CFO.
I usually like my oysters on ice, but this is not what I like for CFO right now.
It was like a strong laner, but also passenger, you know?
And it's a bit of the flash freeze as well, because
EU Larsen. Yeah, kind of like Larsen, yeah. Larsen is a good comparison.
For fear that Cuz ends up matching. So across the board, again, KT doing so well off that early pressure, and now you start to look at Dragon's up and available. We start to look at the rotations.
Good hook onto Doggo, grand entrance coming out.
All right. I don't know, Doggo went past. Except Larsen is actually good at the game.
Drop on CFO. Remember, log into your Riot account on LoyalEsports.com and watch Worlds live to earn exclusive Worlds emotes, icons, and capsules whenever you can.
Because looking to style on CFO on this bottom side here. Already
that's TP from Peter. I don't know, Peter's just feeling himself, bro.
Make sure he can get down here. And I think they just go for the Dragon. They've got the push in that bottom lane. BDD in a great spot in mid.
Peter's the Chad, bro.
Yeah,
he's a Chad.
Looking like they're in an incredible spot. Judge is moving down to this.
Right side Dragon.
I don't think it's going to be a contest. He's just going to have to probably give it up. Is moving over there, though. I feel like this would be such a tough approach for the Trundle.
Rakan needed to catch XP on bot to get.
Just hit 6 as well. Dredgeline in from Peter.
All right.
Look and see if he can find a pillar, but
BDD is too strong from this spot, I think. You can't cross. Kaiser can't connect.
Again, around that 7-minute mark. It's really early from there.
And that's what I was going to say, is you're kind of happy if you're CFO.
Oh, look at BDD holding the wave here. Here's Oriana ult as well.
CFO able to back away.
Oh, it's tricky. Trundle is doing camps. Kuz is 6, so Junjia needs to do it. I didn't even realize, but Junjia is so far behind on tempo, bro. Look at his camp situation. He's 47 to 51, and Kuz did Drake, you know.
level 1. Even his positioning here around that.
I guess he just wasted time trying to contest the Drake that wouldn't happen.
Find an opportunity to contest here realistically, and just
look at that, BDD just holding the wave. Bro, this is so tough for Honkyu, guys. I don't know, BDD is definitely like the type of player to make you bleed in a situation where BDD has an advantage. Respect, man. I think BDD should have ulted that, by the way. I think he should have ulted.
Making his life miserable.
I think Peter's just had a really good series so far, really good world so far. You could see signs of it when he was on Nongshim, like there were signs of what he could become, but here on KT,
CJ
really
BDD.
leveled up. Now in his
CJ BDD.
first world, so we're seeing exactly what this guy can do.
Was that a thing? Are you thinking about Coco?
His first time, flying. If you haven't watched some of his interviews, do yourself a favor, go watch some. He is just a treat.
Oh damn, he did play on CJ. Damn. You know ball, bro. Renekton is just a goat here in this fight. Yeah, KT's setup is just so much better than CFO, guys. So much better.
Doggo's moving across, but actually looks like KT are happy enough just taking the 2. They'll let this grub reset. Cuz can just wait around. It's like, okay, Might's going to come back up in a couple of seconds' time. KT will get the 3rd.
Yeah, the longer CFO contest.
Yeah, I thought BDD started at Longzhu, but Chat is right.
Has just had 0 chance to have an impact in this game.
Look at that bot wave cooked as well.
Shut down by KT.
I mean, it's just a great
G2 KT finals.
fight here from KT.
Yeah, my pick'em is cooked, guys.
It's similar to the problems they had in the first game.
My pick'em is cooked.
Even when you have the man advantage, they're not actually utilizing it because Junja goes so early. By the time Doggo is moving up, he's already cooked, and then you're just giving Dogtam the ability to push out the wave, deny those minions, take a reset, right back down towards bot lane, and the Sivir is just chilling throughout all of this, and you still walked away with triple grub.
Oh, the cannon as well. Rip Bozo.
Casey's early game really isolating the strengths of CFO and making them into weaknesses. Like Junja on this Trundle is behind on farm to a Jarvan. That's just not something you too commonly see in the early game. They haven't been able to find pressure in the lanes. The early lane swap from KT really solid as they were able to make sure that Rest and Doggo were forced behind.
I mean, it's not even 10 minutes. We're 1.6k ahead. Yep. Everyone on KT has an advantage. We'll see if Junja can try to make any sort of a gank happen. You just feel like you need to make some sort of a move, but I don't see a world in which Perfect dies here.
Dominus about to come off cooldown for that extra health on Topos. We'll get the knockback. Junja looking for the flag. And
all right. Dominus is coming off cooldown. Perfect game gets really saved by this.
1 second time in CFO.
And he has ult on. EE.
There's a very slim window that they were looking to play on, and now Perfect is going to be completely fine. Resets, opens, are going to be able to open up back on that top side, and you're not getting any sort of advantages through this. KT continue to move their Jarvan up towards this top side. They can now look to support Perfect as he shows this out. It's just great stuff.
I think it's if KT win, we really need AL to win. Otherwise.
There's so many.
Otherwise, it's just LCK, guys. It's LCK.
They have all the info, right? You knew that Junja was up on the top side. You go in on the bot side. You place all these wards. You control as well. You know, when you're behind, you're saying, "Jungler, please save me." Bail
Honestly,
me out,
my view goes kind of hard. Let me show you guys my view.
Really nicely played from KT.
My view goes kind of hard, no?
You do still scale.
I have trees.
You have
very beautiful trees.
You've got subjugate if anyone gets too tanky later on. There's the Emperor's Divide.
All right. Flash. I think he should have kept the pillar a little bit longer.
And something that could be exploitable. 45 seconds until the Dragon. You could end up looking for him, especially with someone like Kaiwing. But there we go!
Oh, shit. Bro, Kaiwing. Kaiwing is just a little bit too slow on his bullets, on his business, you know?
Always there first. Kaiwing that little bit too late in saving his mid laner, and it's Peter that are making things happen for KT.
Peter?
I agree. I mean, he's just being so proactive here.
Why is Peter just the MVP of quarters, bro?
Cuz is behind Doggo.
Oh, Doggo.
Doggo's got flash, got barrier.
Seems like it flashes away.
All right, Doggo. Okay, Doggo.
Able to survive. KT, I mean,
good work. But KT is so happy in this game state, this game position.
Moves from Doggo to survive in the 1v3, but at the end of the day, as you say, that's teleport, that's flash, that's ult, And your defensive highlight is just staying alive while KT is going to start the dragon and say, good luck fighting us now. Your AD has nothing.
And plates in mid lane because you had to shift the
Oh,
Azir down to that
BDD is
bottom
just
side,
milking
which
as well, bro.
BDD,
Look at BDD's
is
lead.
opening up this game even further
BDD has
in
his
favor
fucking
with that
hand
item
around
already
Honkyu's
completed.
fucking neck and he's squeezing us. He's squeezing.
And it's feats. 12 minutes in, 3 objectives to none, 3 kills to none. And you've already got the upgraded boots coming out. The
None bread. Oh, KT don't let go, bro. They're continuing. Junjia. Oh no! It's a horror. Oh, bro, they're just goated. It is what it is. KT is just goated, bro. Give them the trophy. Give them the trophy, bro. Give them the trophy.
Playing off of that, they have been controlling this jungle so incredibly well.
Damn.
They have the lead. They're just snowballing it out of control.
Oh, Peter's just a goat.
Exactly. He's just going to go right down.
Peter, look at Peter, bro. He's just a goat, bro. He's the goat.
Peter will have another hook. He's just standing there.
Peter's the goat, bro.
They'll look for the engage, a cataclysm.
Peter's the goat.
BDD enough. It's a shellacking
Damn.
for KT. They're shucking these oysters everywhere on the map.
I mean, it's picture perfect, but it's an ugly picture if you're a CFO fan.
Bro, this is the best a team has ever looked like coming out of 3-0, bro.
Like an absolute breeze, and it's all around this play with BDD. Constantly going towards mid lane, getting involved with him, unlocking their player here to move around the map to really get control. BDD has been such a star for this team all year long.
Rest and Doggo looking for this flash away from perfect TP in from KT, and they just don't have the damage to work their way through that Renekton.
Great flash from Perfect, predicting that Rest was going to look for that Q slow, and maybe that gives the Kai'Sa enough time to get the auto attacks down to take down the Renekton. But again, it's CFO hoping and praying that they can make these plays work, but KT happy to match. You still get BDD pushing in that wave. No one going to be able to answer for it. You're losing out on the map. Duck down, pushing in the mid lane. It's KT getting map presence constantly.
Exactly. And I mean, when you're playing against a team like this that has that much wave clear, that much pressure, and you're behind, you have to overload one side to try to make a play, but you're always going to pay for it, right? Because Sivir is just infinitely one-shotting the waves. With Essence Reaver, BDD is going to one-shot any waves that come his way, and they have triple grubs. So you lose so much tower damage every single time you have one of these failed plays. And I mean, they did get the flash out perfect. That's nice, but they didn't even force the ult.
But it's so well orchestrated by KT. It's knock out Junja by kicking out one of the legs, then go for the lanes because Junja's then behind. And it makes it so difficult for CFO to actually answer for any of these plays because they are always at a man disadvantage.
Bro, this game is just exploded, guys. BDD is 2,000 gold ahead. They got a dry tower. They're trying to get gold for Honkyo on bot lane, but God bless, at least they have fucking shutdowns on turrets. At least they have shutdowns on turrets. When does it get better for CFO? In this game it doesn't, bro. In this game it really doesn't. KT is so damn accelerated. They're giga accelerated.
This team has been to that semi-final, hoping to take the rest of them there and the organization for the first time, but it's Rest who needs to get out of here.
Exhausted there for a second. Spell shield coming out from Doc Dam and Tofo Q3 going wide, but it's just going to be another.
Honky got the bot turret at least.
They know they can force Rest away, take the turret, their second of the game, and CFO have been able to stop the perfect game from happening by taking a tower of their own. But apart from that, KT very much on their way to a clean sweep of this one.
Yeah, I mean, objective bounties have spawned. You kind of hope that you can do some cross-mapping, you know, pick up some gold to come back in. But when objective bounties are spawning at 15 minutes, you know it is going to be an uphill battle, to say the very least.
Yeah, and you already highlighted the wave clear. It's a Rift Herald now as well. So you were already losing on the map. Now you doubly lose on the map, but Perfect might lose this.
Pillar coming out. There's a Killer Instinct as well with the quickness, everything invested. Perfect.
Okay. Okay. CFO don't take it lying down, bro.
Small breath of life into this game.
That death is gonna happen on 2 feet, bro.
We'll see what they can get off
If Doggo and Honkyu can generate some revenue, some gold, you know, the game can shift. But the issue is you gotta get through a BDD that has flash and a 2k gold lead.
Vision in their jungle. They really are hoping to not give up a super early soul point. When you're this kind of a
How good is KT playing? I feel like they are very, very coordinated, bro. Very coordinated. Like I don't know, they just seem so disciplined and like well coached. You know, like they are just so fundamentally sound. You know, look how they're collapsing, conversing, they are basing on the right timers. Nice ult from Cuz. Honku flashes. Ew.
CFO lose their mid laner and now might lose the rest as they get chased down by KT. Junja on the flank.
All right.
Begins to erupt. It's perfect. Not TPing down yet. The redemption for KT will top them up. And in the end, they just back away.
KT.
CFO are
Who coaches KT? Fucking score, dude. Score. So you would just say CFO is just getting gapped? I don't know. KT are just making very small advantages really meaningful. And they're playing really, really disciplined.
Beautiful from Cuz walks in, and he's basically daring you to dash away, right? He's holding the Cataclysm, he's holding the Flag and Drag. He's ready to punish at a moment's notice. Perfect reaction time there to immune that Azir ultimate. They win out in the 4v4. Perfect doesn't have to even bother teleporting down. They get the Dragon there at soul point, 18 minutes into the game. They have really accelerated the game to a ridiculous degree.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, everything just exploded off of that, the 2v2 in mid, you know, with the support. It's like, Orianna got the kill, and then there was a freeze, and they never recovered from this.
Just keep that pressure up. CFO looking for those objective bounties you talked about as they were trying to find any gold they can on the map. Doggo is at 2 items for going the upgraded boots. Instead, it just has those slightly magical.
Doggo has some money at least. Look at that. Doggo's ahead on gold somehow.
Lead for CFO. And if you're going to put a gold lead on anyone, Doggo, so far this tournament's been the guy you want to put it on. Constantly impressive.
BDD Orianna, bro.
Be a very long road back for
yeah, I think CFO made a mistake by not banning. They should have banned a fucking mid laner, I think. I think they should have banned a mid laner.
Been able to show what they're capable of in this series thus far. I think CFO have really shown that they are a team that
I give you blue side. I think you should make your Azir more valuable by banning Orianna there, and then if enemy matches the ban, you get a strong first pick.
Yeah, I mean, some of the teams that weren't giving them respect have already been sent home. Peter's looking for
Peter doesn't give a fuck, bro. Alright, there's a charm. Here comes perfect. CC chain. 7-1 Brasilo. Whoa!
Peter, what are you? He constantly
damn, what the hell was that, Honku?
CFO picked apart by this perfect
oh shit, bro, the dream is collapsing.
The Rift-Held charge coming down. Will they look for a tier 3? Cuz begins to disengage, but they'll just get the charge in, and then Peter should be able to dredge line his way away.
And they can even go right back to the Otacon.
Holy moly.
Here if they really want to put that pressure on.
I don't know, bro.
Take away the jungle camp.
Guys, Peter's just the GOAT.
It's 6
Peter's just the GOAT, bro.
They're just going to do Otacon on spawn again.
Peter is the GOAT.
Honku has no teleport and he's still dead.
He goes for it again. Rest steps in front of the bullet for Doggo. They're not back onto Peter, though. Now slammed into the wall, and the rest of KT unable to respond in time. Doggo diving onto the backline. Killer instinct flashes. The barrier. Doggo gets the
alright,
Doggo
with the classic 1-for-1 flashing.
They'll still be able to kill off Kaiwing. Honku and Junja need to do it all.
Honku put a turret down, but he has no ult.
And Ashes then a faded Ashes at his back. KT back away.
Again, Doggo risked it all for CFO, but it falls short. KT are able to continue.
KT's so damn base, bro.
Pressure up in the fight, and it's CFO who have to
they didn't take out the con. They could just open on it if they want.
Pretty good play here. You know, again, your
Doggo got a little bit of cash at least.
And this hook gets blocked there by Rest, so they say, you know what, we have to
Doggo got a bit of cash.
Advantage of the moment. It's another shutdown, and then Doggo just goes so aggressive, flashing to the side there to try.
Alright, Doggo's a little bit rich, but he has no flash for the next fight. Not super easy game for Kaiser to carry with this team. Alright, Honku, rage against the Knight.
It's ridiculous.
4.9k between the two. The Otacon has been begun by KT. CFO still looking for it. They have the Emperor's Divide if they can find a way into this fight, but Honku goes in. BDD.
Oh, BDD is awake. BDD is awake. Huge Nautilus ult fucking knocked everybody up. That's a W. Can we get the ult? Doggo's actually peppering. Perfect has got W. The reggaeton. The reggaeton shuts him down.
Puts him back to the fountain. Only Honku left alive. As perfect BDD knocked down.
There it is. There it is.
There's nowhere to run. There is nowhere
there it
to
is.
hide. KT are taking everything on this map. And CFO.
I feel like teams don't know. They don't know, guys. They don't know about perfect.
I don't think you're cracking this game, man.
They don't know about perfect.
Absolute stomp here as KT again. No, they're just at such an.
He gets to play Rumble into Renekton. Back-to-back series.
On the other side, it's Honkyu and Kaiwing trying to find this flanking angle, but they use the redemption for the reset and then just send Cuz in. A great stun.
BDD best mid in the tournament.
To allow Doggo to finish him off, but Perfect is
He's up there for sure, yeah.
To actually peel for Doggo. And again,
I ranked him third coming into Worlds.
Too rich.
Yeah, no killer instinct for Doggo as well to try and escape away, so gets caught by the Croc. And it's his swamp right now. KT. The dragon is up in 20 seconds. This is Mountain Soul.
What is perfect of the champs he played? It's like Braum, Rakan, Nautilus. Those are his go-to. And then perfect is Renekton, Rumble, Sion.
Going over, or you are cooked, but KT is ready. You know, they already have so much power here. Red buff and blue buff just got picked up, and they are going to be waiting for CFO to go forward.
Almost an infinity edge for Dogdom.
He was looking better than Chovy and Knight. What was, bro? There's a legacy associated with playing mid at Worlds that really matters, bro.
The dragon resets rest, using his health bar to try and gain purchase in
And the truth is, when we saw BDD versus Chovy the second time they played, like what you said makes no sense. All right, BDD, he survived, he phase rushed out. Doggo's trying to do damage. Okay, a little flip. Deal double GO. Oh, the Nautilus is kept by Peter. No mid wave. Oi. GG.
CFO posed the question, but BDD had the answer as he has every single time this
All
game.
right.
100% KP.
It's kind of. It's gonna be close, but I think they can do it because they are still stronger than the people that are gonna spawn. Oh no, they're gonna cook all pick'ems. KT, please. The pick'ems. The pick'ems. No, the pick'ems. The pick'ems. Damn, base from KT. Damn, KT. All right.
Control from start to finish.
Damn.
Is there an answer available?
They look excited up there.
They do.
Fair play, bro.
And I'm right above you, so Eric turning around and glaring at
There's
them
no
right
way you
now.
pick CFO and Pickens.
To jump on those casters, guys, so beware. KT Rolster is one
Yeah, I did.
game away from reaching the very first semifinals in the history of the organization. And I think about this roster, Emily, at the beginning of the year, the hope, the struggles that they went through. Is it so far the best result that they have? And they're about to do.
I was believing in the path of hardship.
Debut for Peter, like what an international debut for Peter.
I was believing in the path of hardship, and I felt like KT didn't need to do much to get 3-0, you know? I thought that the break would be dangerous for them.
In these early game plans, I know they're calling out BDD was obviously kind of the star of their team fights throughout this, but it was Peter's Nautilus from level 1 setting up this KT early game. Absolutely great game from him.
He has been ramping up all here, but he's clearly attained his final form here at Worlds in our HyperX Reflex replay, Kobe.
I mean, this game was not close. So let's go back.
Let's see what Dom tweeted.
In our replay to a time when it was close. You know, at the very beginning of the game. This is before the 7 deaths that ended up happening to Honkyu. The very first is opened up from Peter's.
I don't know. KT's playing some fucking clean league, by the way. This is, I think they're playing the most disciplined league at the tournament. They're insanely disciplined, bro. Insanely disciplined, insanely like coordinated. Like Genji, obviously I think Genji is better, but Genji is not this disciplined.
Thinking about the Peter danger, and he wasn't thinking about, oh, I have no flash and BDD does, so Peter just takes away all the cooldowns from the Azir first, and then BDD can come in and get that first blood, which you know turned into many more bloods.
Yeah, that set up BDD for his 100% kill participation, as we're just going to roll through and see this great Peter high.
I think it's such a big detail though that KT just came out of the early games. They're so winning, you know? They forced like Corki on Valkyrie, mid lane exploded, and BDD just scores the shit out of him. Kaiwing with the fucking saving move didn't connect to anything.
In this early game, right? And the thing I really love love, as we still see Peter kind of beasting it on this Nautilus, is that KT in both Game 1 and Game 2 have come in with clear early game plans, right? Like, we're highlighting Peter's Nautilus here because he was so huge in resetting that lane for BDD, really getting BDD ahead. But the fact that KT have come in now with these two drafts, have really wanted to take over the early game, is a great sign based on what we've seen from this team previously in Split 3.
And that's a crucial point here. We were expecting KT to get better at those stages of the game, but on the other side, for CFO, they had a fantastic year. They kept on surprising. The world stage is the moment teams make or break, and right now, Kobe, it looks like it's going to be complicated for them. Do you see a comeback potential?
No,
for
I
CFO?
don't. You talk about breaking. That game was not close in any sense of the word. They have to completely do everything different from that game. You have to try and at least get one winning lane. You have to play better in skirmishes, better in team fights, because KT just absolutely blasted them. They're making this look like a very unfair quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think the big thing for me is they need to get Jinja involved early, right? Like, Jinja is such an engine for this team. He's the best jungler in the LCP. He has this consistent titles record, right, over there. So I think for me, it's all about, can Jinja get involved, get some pushing lanes, like you said, and move CFO forward?
This has been the most one-sided series that I did not expect, honestly, to see here today. KT
Laura's so happy.
One game away
Hey.
from doing the very first semifinal in the history of the organization. Let's see if they can take it right after the break.
Q goes in, BDD pops a stopwatch, Anagon secured, Kaiwing with a good quickness finds two with a knockup, but CFO now need to disengage. All their engage tools have been used. Cuz diving onto that backline. Cuz taken out by Doggo. Perfect looking for it as well. But this dog who let him out, Perfect, shows him where the cage is at. Puts him back to the fountain. Only Honkyu left alive. As Perfect, BDD, Knockdown and Peter collapse. It's an ace for KT.
KT ready for anything after getting spanked.
Nowhere to hide. KT are taking everything.
Is it me or KT looking kind of strong, bro? They look fucking coordinated, bro. What Cousin Peter is doing in these games is fucking mental, bro. Like, BDD is BDD, but I gotta say, Cousin fucking Peter are 1v9ing this series, bro. They are just laying the plate down, and BDD is just eating, bro. He's eating good. Perfect randomly stepping it up? No. Perfect is just Rumble, Renekton, and Andy, bro. Look at this. Let's pull up KT roles, sir. I don't know. This team is just so well coached, bro. I feel like this team is insanely well coached. We have Rumble. We have Renekton. This is the go-to, right? Rumble, Renekton. If I think of Perfect, Rumble, Renekton. I think of Peter. I think of Nautilus, Ali, Rakani, and Braum. This is what I think of.
Precision armrest is part of the largest Ukulele on stage standard.
Talia, most played.
To bring your home or
You can't get baited by the win ratios, you know, because he's got blasted by HLE and Gen G. Like, it doesn't count.
세팅을 더 원활하게 가장 편안할 때 더 강력한 플레이가 자연스럽게 나옵니다.
Red Bull gives you wings.
The greatest players in the world are here.
They can just burn this one down. Oh my god, he'll win by 9!
You are going to see them like you've never seen them before.
Fucked it will as the Arcane Storm doing so much work in Gen G! They are just going to ace them!
누굴 만나도 이길 수 있다는 자신감 정도로만 생각하고 있습니다.
Gen G, the EWC winners! Locking down the Drake is now Doran. Decent position, double
Break down my walls, but I won't rise again. Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes and stay silent since they try to take me down?
This is a. This is someone that is in Congress, bro. But this is somebody in Congress. How's that real, bro? There's somebody in Congress. I say no to Sharia law, which is why I present an argument to have Mamdani sent back to Uganda based on information he clearly withheld. I don't know, bro. Like, you can just be so openly racist. It was just. You can just. It's unplayable?
Yeah, I think it's unplayable.
Yeah, maybe it's unplayable.
Bro, like, they didn't even. Like, I thought this was Zero was about to 1v9 this game. Like, I think the Nautilus makes it kind of hard, but, like, the top 4 picks, I'm like, oh, Zero's gonna, like.
Yeah, I thought it was a good angle for CFO, but the game just exploded off of the mid situation.
Yeah.
And BDD just kept the wave like that. Like, even when he came back to lane, if Kaz just EQs properly, the game explodes even harder.
Yeah. Well, because, like, Hong Q, did he put 2 points Q?
I don't know.
Because I think he had E there.
Wasn't he like. Was he even level 3?
Yeah. So he might put 2 points Q. Like, I think in that lane state, most people put 2 points Q. They're going to wait for it.
Maybe. You mean W, yeah? I think it means W. You mean W? Or do people do Q?
Oh, 2 points on W.
Yeah, okay. I thought there was some secret build. Yeah. Islam is not a race. The word racism is kind of weird here. Even Muslim myself. Brother, I'm telling you, it's like people are not going to. People are gonna look and look at the guy that is Arabic, and regardless of his whether he's Muslim or not, is all melded together. So it's like someone's going to attack somebody on the grounds that they are Arabic or Muslim, and it's the same thing to the people that are racist towards them. That's why I see it as racism. It's the same when like people fucking Sikhs experienced racism at the cost of like xenophobia, right? It has nothing to do, bro. It's just like, oh, look at you. You have a beard and you have a turban, and then fair enough. But he's not even Arab. He's Indian, isn't he? The thing is, it's like, it's everything is in the same box. That's why I think it's just racist, you know. Because look, as they say, look at this guy with a beard. That's what it is. Plain and simple. I say this as someone that experienced this fucking. It's just like a fucking like a propagated stereotype that is extremely like rooted in racism, you know.
피터 정윤수입니다. 저는 데뷔 때부터 월드 진출이 제
Honestly, Peter, are you gonna do the impossible? You can't like, how can you be called Peter and then just Smurf? Bro, it's just a disturbance in the it's a disturbance in the cosmic world, bro. It's a disturbance.
많이 기쁘고요.
It's a disturbance in the cosmos.
팀들은 모두 저력 있는 팀이라 생각해서 잘 준비해서 월드 우승까지 할 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 좋을 때나 힘들 때나 한결같이 그 자리에서 묵묵히 응원해 주신 팬분들께 진심으로 감사드립니다. 바이바이.
Bye bye, Peter. Or should we say hello? This guy looks like Vikla no racist. Bro, he doesn't look like Vikla at all, bro. What are you talking about? Doesn't look like Vikla at all.
World so far this year as the second game of the series. The CFO
Hot take, I legit believe in KT if Genji gets knocked out somehow.
They don't have a roller coaster to carry them up it, unlike KT, who keep going up.
They both got glasses. Bro, does Vikla even have glasses? I don't think he does, bro.
I mean, this is looking tough. Because last game was looking...
Alright, CFO, fight back a little bit. Let's delay the stream a bit. We've been live for 2 hours. Come on now. KT's on blue side, bro. Thing is, bro, CFO, you need to ban Sion. Bro, they're first picking Sion. You're cooked, bro. CFO has to ban Sion, guys. That's where we're at. You have to ban Sion Rise. What else? You're gonna get cooked.
No answer for it across the board, but how funky can you get? And whatever Fodian game they need to play, it's going to be a very difficult one in this.
You have to ban Rise on red side. I mean, Sion on red side, CFO. Because at least if KT went blue, they could get like a first pick Nico, first pick Kiana. But now, like, why did we go red? What's the game plan, Chowie?
An Udyr, a Karma, a Shyvana, a Shen. Like, he's got
I see it.
He's got all kinds of random picks up there. So I don't know if he's going to see the opportunity for it. But to me, when you are looking like you are kind of playing a similar game as your opponents, but just a much worse version of that, it is time to...
You're not a ban. CFO, you have to ban Sion. If you open Sion here, just FF. Right away, bro.
You're not going to win this series if you can't...
You have to ban Sion. Ban Sion. You have to ban Sion. You must. Sion is OP. Trundle is out. Ornn is out. Renekton, K'Sante, Rumble, everything's out. You have to ban Sion. What was the plan of red side, CFO?
And if maybe, just maybe, you can take down KT, push yourself to that game for these picks, maybe that opens up that wrench in the works.
No way. Just lock in the Sion perfect. It's easy, bro. Score is just fucking, he's in the Matrix. Chowie got, like, I don't know. Oh. Nah.
Yeah, Sion is up.
Oh, they've made the Sion the most premium champion of all time.
Mord has been the answer of the tournament.
So
I was thinking something like that, or even if you want to go crazy, go like Fiora. I would be down for whatever you think is the best.
I wanna make love right nah.
But the problem with Sion is always that not only are you so resilient, but all of your basic abilities are AoE wave.
Rek'Sai, alright.
So it's really hard to actually create a meaningful advantage, and Rek'Sai to me is just a much worse Sion. So I don't feel like this is it, unless they have something else cooking. I truly do not understand leaving Sion up.
It is also taking the Rek'Sai in this rotation rather than trying to lock in something strong for yourself, like that mid jungle, or even trying to open up something spicy for Kaiwing in that bottom side of the map. So I am curious what the next rotation is. I imagine it will be a jungle pick for Junja, but...
Okay, based, Caitlyn. Do we see Diokdam Ashe? Diokdam Ashe. Diokdam Jhin, Diokdam Ashe. Diokdam Ashe was kind of cold in the past. Was he speaking Alibabi like this? Yeah, this guy has all the... Oh, this person has all the pets. Sorry. This lady. Forgive me. I just saw the purse. That's all. Guy is my go-to. Ooh, Ziggy Azalea. Solid lock-in into Kate. Bard. Pick Bard, please. Kaiwing, Bard. You have to pick Bard. Bard is hard. Come on now. Bard. Bard. Yeah. I think Kaiwa has never played Bard in his life, but we don't care. You have to play Bard. You came to this world and you didn't practice Bard, you're trolling, bro. Yeah, Diokdam is good. Diokdam is a good Ziggs player.
I do like that thought of swapping the Ziggs down.
Isn't Kaiwin like an engaged champ merchant? Yeah, he is. C4 draft is not bad, guys. It's pretty damn good. It's not bad.
Come out a couple of times, and if you want to try and have that access to the backline, that can work out. Caitlyn, though, of course, going to be very strong when it comes towards both.
Alright, just ban Yone, please, CFO. Don't even risk it, bro. Just ban Yone. BDD Yone is 1v9 machine. Please just ban it. I don't care. Ew. Okay. They just want to Honkyu Akali? They just want Honkyu Akali, I think. Silas, Lila ban? Yeah. They're banning Silas because Silas could be an answer when enemy shows Alistar into the Yone. And also into Tristana too. And I think BDD just wants to play Yone or Tristana, you know?
There's not any more spice than this for the CFO draft.
Yeah, especially when you're already from CFO trying to ban away more of that dive, because they kind of realize like something like a Vi here probably going to be the last ban.
Yone ban, alright.
Oh, Vi's banned on that first rotation, because it is a case of just more.
Yo, what is Cuz playing here, guys?
Trying to nullify and Yone taken away. Like, it's very difficult for CFO given the current
This
circumstances.
is Junji as Zed.
I do really like the Silas ban here. You know, it is something that would give them some aggression. It's also Alistar, which is one of those ultimates that are so key.
Big respect to Honkyu as
Oh, this guy is very happy to be the world's based fan.
Versus Zed 1v1. It was the Zed was so fed, and it was like kind of his
Pantheon.
Faker versus Ryu moment, his moment that he really announced himself.
In before Junji as Sejuani.
So
That would suck.
Getting with the Pantheon, you can see KT saying, okay, we'll make sure that you can't be giga tanky by stealing the Alistar ult, but we'll also make sure you don't have a long-range follow-up engage to something like a Tempered Fate.
Is it?
Volleyball jungle. Kindred jungle.
I don't think that's likely.
What the fuck? Don't pick Kindred. Don't pick Kindred. Please, please. I don't even want to see you hover it.
And you are going to need a lot of consistent damage to be able to get through this Scion, but
I was so excited.
Standard kind of at the end
Jesus.
of the day. So I'm not really loving what we've seen from CFO on a red side. If you're going to go red side, and then it's like your Scion counterpick is Rek'Sai, and you're blind picking your bot lane, I kind of don't really understand what they were trying to go with.
All right. They are lining up Honkyu Akali, guys. Honkyu Akali is getting lined up as we speak. Ooh, KT. Wow. Damn. Honkyu, you gotta go with Akali. Akali is the only champ. You have to. Or LeBlanc.
This is just the goat zone.
I think you're just going. Honkyu is going Akali, guys.
Consistent damage very low for the KT side. Your damage is Ziggs and Zoe, right?
No.
Viego, but Viego is not going to work through a tank or anything.
Just fucking go Akali, bro. Akali.
It is comfort.
No. What?
Your first the objective is KT.
No way. I thought this was the Akali angle. I thought it was like a pretty neat Akali game, no?
Like a couple meatballs and some scaling carries, and they're going pretty standard here.
I feel that we actually,
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on it, but I'm pretty sure KT played this draft when they beat Gen G. With the Zoe, with the bubbles, and then the Viego coming across. I might be misremembering, but I remember it was about the initial poke into then the Viego coming out.
I don't know, guys. Does KT also just finish?
The first Zoe at Worlds this year. For KT, they have the initial burst damage, and then they have the Viego.
I think they just finish here, no?
CFO, they have some scaling. Wei does a lot of damage as the game goes on. They've got a bit of a...
I think they just finish.
So perhaps a range comp, mostly?
I think what you can do as CFO, though, is fish for some nice picks, right? Like, Zoe, very strong when ahead, but if you start to fall behind and you're able to look for these, like, Bard ultimates to lock her down after she comes back out of the portal, like, they are very easy plays to make, and maybe that's how you can try and swing it. But again, if you just have this hard focus from KT on shutting down Junja, denying them from getting any sort of leads in the early game, you can look to snowball off of, hey, we're just going to move the Ziggs around and try and take towers very quickly.
Let's get on to Summoner's Rift for the third and possibly the final game of this second quarter final. I must be misremembering, having a look.
Skin game for BDD and Cuz.
Not with a Viego.
I don't know, bros.
The Nocturne was there with the Paranoia. You had the Ziggs, the Zoe combination for that initial burst.
Yep, absolutely. It is that kind of 1-2 punch of the Ziggs and the Zoe, but they also did have kind of some more consistent damage, and with the Renekton, they have that Nocturne. Of course, Viego, I think, kind of slots in similarly. But maybe we'll get a bit more of a Bruiser Scion to have a bit more damage. That being said, there's not really any like super
Alright.
on the other side. Usually we are going to see Rek'Sai building Bruiser, and Junja on this Skarner. Not going to be too big of an issue, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see how they can play it out, because it's really going to be about Honkyu and Doggo, I think, avoiding a lot of this poke, avoiding a lot of the damage.
Yeah, I think KT is going to take it home, boys.
Moving in first, trying to absorb that poke, creating space for these carries for them to be able to have a chance.
Yeah, I think Junja's going to have his work cut out from this game. Skarner not great into a lot of range. Just the only real target that you're going to have is something like that Scion, but we'll have to see as it starts to go on. But again, I think it's more...
I think KT is going to 3-0 here, bro.
Access in the early game. He has been such a core part of this roster the entire time that he's been on it. And unfortunately,
I just think, it's just too setup centric. It will be too setup centric, and KT are just so much better at setups than CFOs. I don't like CFO playing a draft that is focused on like positional play, you know, because they need to like poke and pre-poke and play position. And I think KT is just so much better at this. So I think KT is gonna 3-0 on the day. I thought they had chances, CFO, in game 2 with their draft. But KT was just so much better in the early game. Like what happened to Alzir was just such a disaster.
You don't get too much motivation when you're talking about them.
Really cool prep work from KT though. Really cool prep work from KT.
As they want. 2015 knocked out in the quarterfinals. 2018 knocked out in the quarterfinals.
All right, look at Honkyu. Dodge the bubble.
Often they lose to a team that either loses to the champions or are the champions. But for so long, KT have been on the brink of taking that next step, and it seems like today here.
How's Rest losing the matchup?
It is finally their time to go one step.
When I saw Kin play this, the Scion couldn't breathe, even early level.
They came into LCK and did not look good. They were not able to pick up wins at the start of their group stage, but instead then getting into playoffs, they have this massive upset against Gen G, and the whole world takes notice.
Nice Soul Fighter Viego.
Notice is exactly where KT fans don't want it.
Stretchy arms.
As KT weren't able to continue up on that success, but a 3-0 start here at Worlds, and now potentially looking to see if they can have a 3-0.
I just want the Telegon War Worlds final with KT winning. Is that too much to ask? That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. No dying chicken noises? Yeah.
It's important to try to create a point of power on the map, somewhere that you can really focus on, that you can play towards. Obviously, you do have these champions like the
Oi!
and like
Oi!
Bar that really
All
get
right.
active on the map, but you need somewhere to attack.
Holy, denied the cannon. BDD.
Looking at Honkyu and Doggo,
BDD.
that big standout performance. It feels like kind of all the eggs have got to be in those baskets.
I really agree with you. For CFO, it's again like an international where they have impressed. Last time we saw them lose the series before Worlds was back at MSI 2AL, and now they come back into Worlds. They impressed with the victory versus T1.
Final surely gonna be G2 versus KT, and then KT 3-0 G2. And then Caps will just be like,
Play to the level perhaps they would have wanted, but you
whatever, bros. I'm out of Europe.
It's probably the best performance I've seen from a 3-0 team coming back after the break. As we see a gank in the mid lane. Oh, Spectral Maw.
That's ugly, bro. That's a flash minimum. What if Kaz hasn't played Viego in fucking months?
Right, he's already fully cleared out. He wanted to move back down towards his bottom side.
RS is fighting back.
Transitional gank that
Let me
puts some pressure on towards Honkyu, and we've pretty much seen this consistently, right? The attacks from KT have been try and get in towards the jungle. Can we burn Junja's flash? Can we put some pressure on Junja? Okay, we've done that. Right, let's move Peter mid. Let's move Kuz mid. Let's try and put some pressure on Honkyu. That mid jungle that we hyped up so much coming into today has been under constant threat from KT.
Really has, and they're going to try to put some pressure on this top side. Rest has the prio. Perfect.
All right.
Here. You can see BDD is moving, though. He's already
fucking getting ganked by 2.
Oh!
Yo! 9! Yo! 9! Aoud billah, aoud billah, aoud billah, aoud billah.
For CFO, Junja not able to make it happen, and honestly, lucky they managed to escape afterward. Rest doing a good job of blocking the paddle star from being able to connect onto the jungler.
Yeah, did a really good job to be able to block that up, but that is heartbreaking. Jinja, such a strong jungler here. That does feel like one of those world's nerves moments here, as he tried to flash in for the unreactable Ishtal's impact to be able to get the instant stun on the wall. But he just flashed past him. And
damn.
Tried to hit us with a little
damn
to get back into position, but couldn't quite find
damn.
it. Might have been the first kill there of the game for them, and it's one that you feel like you need that momentum coming in. But someone that they have been able to on here at Worlds is Doggo. This guy has been having a stellar tournament. We've talked about him a lot, crushing on the Draven games. And he's on this Caitlyn when his team needs him most. I mean, he's first of all 80 carries, goal difference at 14. Really high damage percentage, has been passing the contest with flying colors. You need to get him in a winning position, because even in these last
oxygen levels on stage are getting low.
Even in losses, I feel like
that's a beautiful way of putting it.
He has been trying to find these big moments, trying to go
really doing it, Red Band.
You know, flashing and getting that kill. You think to the Kai'Sa game, that bot lane fight. You know,
Deokdam is doing so well CS-wise, guys. Caitlyn Bard against Alistar, like that should be pain.
to get you across the finish line against teams of this caliber.
Especially against a composition like this from KT. This is one
Oh, BDD with the move speed
incredibly strong. Zoe went behind.
from W.
Bloody useless.
Wait, Doggo's just half HP. Hey, Doggo's eating shit. Doggo! Diok Dollar just fucking Steph Curry on this bullshit, man. Jesus.
Your flash or your death. So Doggo gonna have to back off, which means you're gonna be losing.
Oi. The combination. Flash from Kai Wing is so premature. And heal as well. Come on now. Kai Wing. I think CFO guys, they are. It's over, bro. They ain't got no. They, bro. What the Twitch chatter said is so true. There's no oxygen. There's no oxygen.
Doggo's losing on this bottom side, and it's because Doctam was able to hit so many of these consistently. And now Peter, how much more do they want to go for?
Doggo just fucking got so outlaned. It's over, bro. Like, this is done. Look at this, man. Doggo's eating poop. They ate poop mid lane. They're eating poop here too. Doggo's so behind on the Kate. This game is over. Oh my days.
CFO has not been able to clear that out for quite a while, and that's giving them all this information.
All right.
Peter just showed it to him.
Hey mate, there's a ward in there. Why do you get the gold?
You know what? I respect
BDD has no flash. Oh, BDD is just moving, bro. BDD is moving. He's moving. Holy. I'm getting excited for KT, guys. It's dangerous. This is Skarner's biggest spike, guys. 2 Giants belts. The irony is that Skarner has no pants, but still it's the truth. The fizzy boobula. BDD has no mana, Honky has no HP. Cause combination in the nation. Peter has no flash. Get on my sting. Uno for uno. Oh, cuz ult. Hey, hey, no flash on Kai Wing. Hey. Bro, BDD is fucking scatting all over the road.
Everywhere on the map, and now they're going to move over towards their prize of these boys.
Skitty bap beep bop boo.
These situations where
beep bop
respecting the map state.
Skitty bap.
Called it out, Rob.
Beep bop boop boop.
Caitlyn is locked under her tower down here on the map, and we
look at Peter, bro. Peter is so snappy as well, bro. Woo! Woo! Peter!
Uses the W taxi and then Q flash forward out of that.
I'm a scat man.
Does lose his life, but Doctam is there. They have the extra member. They get the feats of warfare. And
oh my day, it's done. It's done. It's done, bro. It's done.
He was shopping.
Oh, it's done. It's done. It's done. Holy, my picking couldn't be any more wrong, bro. Holy KT, bro. I thought the hibernation would be bad for them. But the sleep they went under, bro. The prep work here is crazy, bro. I thought CFO with the momentum, with the games. I thought that 3-0 was too dangerous for KT, bro.
Took a moment to reposition himself there. Doesn't gobble up that Yordle snap trap from Doggo.
Again, CFO are trying.
What a stomp.
Quite get the plays they want.
What a damn stomp.
Push on that bottom side. More gold into the hands of BDD, and his
would be fucking hilarious if Gen G just have to play LCK playoffs.
And now that you're in a position to continue
what if Gen G have to play LCK playoffs to win worlds? Gen G into KT into T1.
Which have just spawned. The first item.
Hey, no way.
Yeah, it is really looking tough already as Kai Wing.
Oh, Hongq. He's getting bullied, bro. He's getting bullied on the timeline. Oh. Hey.
Zoe in the world, and he's showing us why. Relentless pressure here. This red side draft is not working out at all for CFO. I mean, you look up, you gave over the Scion, you've created an 80 gold lead for the Rek'Sai at this point. It's just a nothing burger. And then down in the bot side, you have this Ziggs that was picked as an answer to this Caitlyn, and it has been just excelling throughout the entire game.
And we've talked about it so often for CFO. If Junja and Hongq can be on the same page, they can do.
All right, Diokdam. Diokdam. Oh, he gets shaved almost by the Peacemaker. Oh, oh, finally, Junja. He's on the board. Nice ult from Cuz.
A magical journey.
Nice plant. Nice blast cones are balanced. I feel like they always spawn for the winning team. Nice. This is Skana's biggest spike. Get on my sting. Cuz with the flash. That's a sleep. Oh, BDD missed Q. He missed Q on the sleeping target. All right. All right, CFO. They don't make it easy, bro. They don't make it easy. They fight back. They fight back. Ooh.
Trouble bubble doesn't land. I thought BDD might go for the flash trouble bubble there.
Yeah, KT were playing very aggressively in that moment. I mean, CFO pushed them out, but KT is like, you know what, we're just going to keep scrapping. They didn't want to back off to the tower. They didn't want to cede that jungle camp, so they just kept fighting, and CFO able to get something back here. But again, Doctam just pushing through mid lane constantly. Rest has been a constant up in this top lane, has been very annoying to deal with for Perfect. It is a frustrating matchup. You're locked under your tower, but Sion is still getting what Sion needs. When we look back one more time.
All right, don't get greedy, KT. Wait, it's a mistake. We all got excited for KT. Is KT gonna lose now? We all got excited for KT. It's over. It's over. We're excited. We are excited for KT Roaster.
Actually gives the numbers advantage with CFO that moment to find some kills.
Exactly, and I mean, even with BDD around, you're still down a member. Doctam is dead. It's still a 4v3, and you're fighting it without the ultimates on Cuz, without the ultimate on Peter, with lower health.
I don't know, like I have this 501 coin here. Bro, they should put BDD's face on this shit, bro.
Huge punish either way, but it is a little glimmer of hope you have to feel like there for CFO. Unfortunately,
The shoe upgrade, the fizzy bubble, Honkyu. I don't know, bro. I think Honkyu picking this champ is so bold, no? I think I have to say CFO had a really bad read on the series. Peter, like why are we holding and waiting for so long, bro? Are you gonna land it? QW.
Nicely done though by Junja,
Okay.
making a
Nothing.
really good use of this ultimate. Pulls him in, gets the ult, gets the flash. Yes, he gets away, but they are not rolling over by any means. And if you can get that impale, it sets up Honkyu for all of his skill shots. Those become point and click.
And also just it gives them this vision control in this top side if they want to play aggressive, waiting on that push from Honkyu in the top side, because you've got Herald in 30 seconds. So CFO looking to see if they can capitalize on it.
All right. I don't know. They will not have redemption now for the thing. This is a redemption gap. Like putting your redemption on CD for no reason like this is pretty bad. If BDD goes into river and realizes he can pick up a redemption. Oh, he doesn't know.
In terms of awarding advantage, it's a small one for CFO.
You got push on bot side and the opportunity to try and TP rest in. Still though, they weren't quite able to get the pressure the CFO wanted here. Couldn't get deep vision. Now you've got KT back out onto the map, and Peter again in a great position to just sneak some of those wards into that top side and spot out how CFO are trying to move in en masse this top side of the map.
You can see that CFO have maintained pretty good defensive vision in their jungle. They're trying their best to actually move it forward into that river to try to be able to take control. But Cuz and Peter have just been moving around here constantly. You know, BDD or Doctam gets
all right.
Then they move over as well.
Let's see how they play position. Redemption almost on. Just get that Q, Doctam. Bomba.
If you do not know where they are.
Especially when double hex tech.
I think CFO can win. The thing is, it's poke versus poke, setup versus setup this game. It's as setup heavy as it can get. Unless Bard finds crazy ultimates into folk, I just feel like KT are so much better in the setup, you know? That's the danger. It's like you're gonna be face checking into Zeke Zoe. Like every fight in this whole series, CFO entered KT's position, you know? That's a big problem, I think. A really big problem.
Zig's ult too. I mean, that's kind of the real dream. Is you hit that on a carry, you press R, they're either dead or they leave the fight, right? Like there's no continuing the fight as Doggo. And, you know, in that situation, if they're going to commit that, Kaiwing is going to have to be really...
CFO was good at pokecoms though? Nah, I don't think so.
Start off the fight, one of your carries gets hit by sleep, and Ziggs is going to throw out his ult. You have got to be right there to...
Guys, AL looks good at this tournament. I think it's fair to get excited for AL. It only takes one for a region to stay alive, you know? Look at the setup for KT though. Complete dig bush control, Peter marking. Peter, you have to... Oh, he's holding ult. He's holding ult. He drops ult now. Alright. That's a smite from Junji. That's pretty fucking good. Alright, alright, alright. CFO. Alright. CFO. Okay, okay. Bro, the bulky frontliners. The bulky frontliners are very problematic. Like Skarner and Rek'Sai are low-key fucking unkillable.
KT's poke is exceptional. Look at poke lands and Rest want to keep this going.
He slept. Satchel Charge's going to knock him back. Decimating smash there as well. Rest used the tunnel.
Oi.
He flashes
Oi.
in, and Rest just slices them where they
Oi, okay.
pay for it with his life. In the end, CFO turned their eyes towards the Herald.
Exactly. They're going to be able to use that pressure to go...
Okay, big win for CFO. Big win for CFO.
The other side of this style of composition. It is so oppressive when all your poke is hitting.
In before reverse sweep.
You have no consistent damage whatsoever. And watch BDD in this fight. He's
In before reverse sweep.
One on the side against Doggo, but everything misses. And when those first round of spells do miss, Junja flashes in, gets the smite, and BDD cannot hurt the front line whatsoever. The carries are untouched on the CFO side.
Okay, guys, Rek'Sai Skarner are low-key unkillable.
And that's the big one, is as soon as you get this Skarner into place, as soon as this Rek'Sai can actually get onto the targets, that's where they are so terrifying. And ideally, KT
Oh, the driver's dancing.
don't let them get into that position. But by
CFO watch party. Come on now.
they open up everything for CFO.
Or everybody looks so wholesome on these cameras.
CFO, that hope. Control the area, control the objectives, but Doggo...
Oi, Doggo flash. Bro, Doggo held it so long. I think that's base still. He held it so long. I like that. Is Kaz just troll building here with the collector? Slam. Guys, is Viego just useless champ? Do we get drunk on KT? Did we just get drunk on KT because we saw BDD on Ziggs? I mean Zoe. Are we realizing that they don't have any damage to kill the front line? And they have a Viego on their team? Bro, did we get drunk? Did we get drunk on Delusion? Did we get drunk on Delusion? Viego's dog shit. Can't kill Skarner Rek'Sai.
They're not throwing these like long-range bubbles through the walls that can then retreat, fall back step by step, and you have to constantly try and...
I just believe in the big dick daddy, you know. It is what it is, you know.
CFO in front of it, you force KT to pull that trigger.
BDD, BDD Zoe.
That's not what KT want to do.
I mean, it's just kind of such an interesting...
Guys, I have collector soon. I have collector.
Right? You hit everything. You hit that...
I have collector. Guys, guys, I have collector in one item.
Putting out any pressure either on that front line, and Cuz is 1.3k gold behind. This Viego really needs that first reset. And there's not any like point and click. You're not paired with a Syndra and Annie and Ari.
All right, here comes the siege. Joke down.
Again, it's just everything is. Does your...
Oh!
my God, the Mega Inferno!
Damn! A bomber clot! Oh! Damn, all we need to do was doubt a little bit. A bomber clot! Yo! Oh, we just had to doubt a little bit. A little bit we needed to doubt. Hey! So unserious.
It's a taster of what CFO could have, but it's KT.
Damn. Viego so OP, guys. No, I'm kidding. Damn, nerf this champ.
I mean, we just got to see what the two different fights look like. The abilities hit, and there is not a lot you can do. Look at
Holy.
sleep into the Mega
A bomba.
into the paddle star.
Bomba.
Everything timed perfectly.
Hey, bomba.
Called the Mega Inferno bubble. That was looking clean.
Hey, be bomba. I bet it is.
He's looking like he's got an aimbot. He's just point and click.
Hit a call with a tempered fate.
All right. Yo, CFO, just fucking slam out the gun. This is your moment. This is your moment. Turn and burn, baby. BDD is late to the party. Zig can start poking. Oh, Honky just took a cue. Oh, the root. Atakan. BDD, can he find the bubble? Oi, that's the bubble on Rek'Sai, but Rek'Sai is tanky. The Q on rest.
Fantastic play from CFO.
All right, CFO.
They just force their hand.
Ooh, Honky knows. He had vision.
Don't allow KT to get set up. KT's comp is so weak.
CFO is sniffing. They're sniffing. They want the 4v5. Oh, Honky, but it's a trap. Look at the beautiful trap from Doggo. Cuz Viego, it's one of his OTPs. He's never played Quay before. Come on now. DC chain. Rest tries to interrupt. Oh, it's another Skarner pickup. Bro, Doggo trap placement was really, really good. You promised people will win from pick'ems? Yeah. Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked, bro. It's cooked. It's cooked, bro. But I thought KT, after not seeing them play for 12 days, I thought they're gonna be ass, bro. But they are too good.
I mean, it feels like it was just 2 or 3 minutes.
The LDR pivot base from Cuz.
He got 7 kills in a row, and now is up nearly 2K on this Viego. He is a
Here comes Cristiano Ronaldo.
has the entire LDR
Cristiano Ronaldo.
They just moved towards Soul.
Hey, yo, why did we buy Hullbreaker Rek'Sai? Why are we buying Hullbreaker Rek'Sai?
Over the wall, he almost one-shots him, but he goes back.
Hullbreaker Rek'Sai.
You got the 90 caliber net hitting him, takes him down with that headshot.
Hullbreaker Rek'Sai
is such a problem. We talk about the lack of consistent damage. Doesn't feel like they have that anymore. The timing.
Oh my days. What the hell?
Takes a drive to his demise, and
what the hell?
BDD with a paddle style doesn't quite clip Ginger. CFO back away.
Perfect timing on that decimating smash was just that. What a beautiful play. Catches Honku as he pops out.
Damn, Honku is just dry 6 deaths.
That's the carry down.
And it was unnecessary. You didn't need to take that ride. Honku thought maybe he could get it, but the tower doesn't even fall off the back of it. It is a stiff breeze away from falling.
Stiff breeze. Cuz MVP, I think of this series.
Pretty significant though.
Of this series, yeah, I think he can take it. Insane Wukong game, insane Jarvan game, insane Viego game, like.
Gold lead lies to you a little bit, but still, it is KT getting further and further ahead, nearly 4,000 gold up. 3.5 minutes until CFO is going to have to try to make their last stand. It really feels like it's all about the setup at the Dragon, because if KT are there first, it feels almost impossible to walk in. But likewise, if CFO are there first and you're trying to walk through a way, you're trying to walk through this trap line,
it's like,
the poke is never going to come.
Look,
so it's all about
I think game 1 and 2, BDD played out the position that he was put in as good as he could. And the same you can say for Cuz in this Viego game, you know?
Signature pick, this Zoe lost on it back.
Bro, that Herald was nuts.
Has only played it once since then.
That Herald was crazy talk, bro.
On the champ all time. So often we see KT having a band against them. For Honku, he'll be looking like the last couple of fights have gone well. Couple of good spiraling despairs. I don't think he's had a series where he would say he's shone, but he can do it. We have seen him so many times come back from poor series, from poor games, and within that same game actually accelerate himself to victory.
And the spiraling despairs have been so crucial, not only for getting some of these.
Alright, Rest is finally buying him out. I don't know about this Hullbreaker buy, guys.
Crucial to enabling Junja and Rest to get into these fights. So if
I think BDD is so underrated. Like, what are we talking about? BDD was underrated last year, earlier this year. I've been on the BDD hype train for very, very long.
With these devastating losses, is now potentially one fight away from sealing the deal on their first ever.
I think people are just like, bro, like people that say that BDD is better than Chovy, like, he had a better series than him. And Chovy has a fucking great team, but we saw them play against each other again, you know?
Sent to a coffin. CFO will use this time to push in the mid lane, though. Take a tower of their own. Can chase forward a little bit further. Do have cannon minion here. Ace in the hole onto Dogtown. Now they retreat because KT are collapsing.
But you still have BDD pushing in that bottom side, so CFO, they're not able to get...
Now, calling me wrong, guys. I don't know. I just look at KT's nameplates. Ooh, the cancellation from Peter is fucking insane, bro. Damn, Peter. Peter, damn, Peter. The Q, the bomba, the clot. Everything we need is here, bros. Everything we need is here.
The Baron is next on the table here. They are crushing this fight. CFO got picked off on the side lane, tried to force their hand, but KT
Now you can choose BDD, Peter. BDD, Peter, cuz had crazy series, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about nameplates, but every time I look at KT, I see Perfect, Doc Dam, and Peter, and I just can't take it serious. I can't.
But KT, this is beautiful. And CFO have to try and make this play. They know they're losing. They know they're behind. So Junja tries to go for the all-in.
I just have to look at KT without nameplates. It's just how it is. Peter has been insane this series.
And then KT follow.
Now, Peter for player of the series, man. He headbutts away the impaling Junja so it doesn't connect. And then
Coach is not good for our pick'ems. The pick'ems is cooked.
Sublime from him every game.
I mean, he's absolutely smurfing. That Zigzalt had to be 3,000 plus damage between the three people that it hit. Like, that was crazy. BDD arrives, snipes the other one.
3,000 damage. Relax, bro.
2 seconds until the potential last stand here of CFO. Can Junja come up with another hero steal?
Rek'Sai is hitting top turret at least. That's a tier 2. KT was like, fuck that. We are all for the dragon. A huge bubble. Oh, BDD didn't have the distance for that. Holy, the finish, Peter. I think Infernal Soul is quite useful here for... How's Rek'Sai? He's the GOAT on Rek'Sai! He's a GOAT on Rek'Sai!
This series, I don't know what is unstoppable from KT.
BDD! Cuz a GG.
One of the teams that could push themselves
a GG.
in their eyes. Their curses may be damned in this position.
For the first time ever, KT looked ahead to the World Semifinals.
And with only Kaiwing left to watch, CFO will be eliminated. A valiant stand from them. A valiant stand for the LCP.
Hey, I have to say, I think this is the best way I've seen a team come out of like the 3-0 hibernation, bro. This is the best way I've seen a team come out of it. We've had 4 teams play in quarters.
KT are going to semis.
BDD is just... BDD is just him. BDD is just him.
Make it 7 wins in a row.
BDD is just him, bro.
Worlds 2025, yet to drop a game. They have been on fire. And who'd have thought Peter would be the one stepping up so much in a series like this?
His first time at Worlds, his first time outside of South Korea, and Peter is carrying KT alongside members like BDD. What an impeccable performance from the support player, and what a moment for KT fans around the world. Semi-finals for this roster, and now the question is, what is...
Never dropped the game. KT so disrespected. I said it all, Tony. The thing is, bro. The thing is, the disrespect towards KT came from a good place. Like, it's easy to be hindsight Andes, and keep in mind they also just beat CFO. But we gotta remember, yeah.
Sure you can't do buffet today?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking hungry. I want to say we can do buffet.
Bro, let's do it.
Let's fucking buffet it up, yeah.
Because you gotta go early. Because later days we can't go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go buffet it up. Because look, guys, KT's 3-0 looked pretty damn ugly. Let's be honest. They were in a very losing position against KT, you know, very losing position against MKOI. MKOI could have easily won that game, bro. And then also the Team Secret Wales, that was not a good game either. And then they stepped up against Top Esports. It was fair, 100%.
I was just thinking of all of those amazingly nice KT fans at 2018 that I watched this team lose to IG. I hope They're still KT fans, and they're watching now because I immediately just thought of them and how happy they would be.
And they are looking so good while doing it. Really well deserved. Peter stepped up huge.
Oh my gosh.
So many big plays from him.
Peter, bro.
Out during the year, thinking about the days he was playing at Nongshim until the performance he put out today. Peter, goated performance this series.
He was so good.
No, perfect. But Peter was crazy.
This is his first time on a plane. And he's always just so happy to be here. If you haven't seen any
It's crazy to see somebody called Peter just smurf it up.
done with him. He's
I don't know.
so happy, so fun. And he showed up massively today. He was such a huge part of how KT were able to get ahead in these early games, which we hadn't
All right,
seen
bros.
as much.
What's wrong with Peter? Peter's a crazy name to have in league, bro. Peter. His name is Peter. Peter's a great name. It's a great name. But it's like, imagine the faker was named Peter. T1 Peter. The unkillable demon king Peter. But it's Peter, bro. Peter, bro. Peter. Han heter Peter. För i helvete. All right. At least I milked KT a little bit in the last game. After getting defrauded. All right, bros.
Around for so long. You heard even Chai in his interview with Shox at the beginning of the day, right? He's like, BDD is someone I admire so much for his resiliency. He's been around for so long, continuing to grind, and just had a phenomenal performance today.
And Honkyu as well said,
Yeah,
BDD is my idol. BDD, by the way, his line in the teaser goes so hard. It's like, yes, if you consider me your idol, I'm going to show you.
Is he Fnatic inspired? I don't know, bro. That's a couple of solo queue games. I don't know how much I should buy that, because anyhow, I'm going to shut off here, guys. I'm going to go eat a little buffet. Thank you very much for joining me for today's games. It was a good time. Surprised you only went for one unit. Baby Pig, like, I show you something. It's like I that's what I wrote, but this is what I've. All right, bros. Take care, homies. Bye bye.